Venturing from unsettling grins to ominous apparitions and astonishing forest encounters, a collection of spine-chilling trail camera footage is sweeping the internet. Prepare to be captivated as we offer you a glimpse into these profoundly eerie moments. Sky Hanging Jetpack. Imagine looking up at the busy Los Angeles sky. It's like a never-ending blue painting. But hold on, what's that? It's a human-shaped figure, just like a playful toy, hanging in the air like a superhero defying gravity. This isn't a scene from a science fiction movie. It's the surprising story of the jetpack sightings in the City of Angels. Think about it. You're staring up and suddenly you see someone wearing a jetpack, frozen in the sky as if time itself stopped. It's really amazing and makes you wonder if the laws of physics are being challenged. And guess what? It's not just a few people who have seen this. Even big airlines have witnessed this unbelievable thing. It's almost like something you'd read in a comic book. People wearing jetpacks floating in the air, making everyone who sees them can't believe their eyes. It's like a legend or a mystery that you'd hear about in stories. A puzzle that's hard to solve. So there you have it, a tale that mixes the fun of childhood dreams with the unbelievable stories from real people. Jetpacks hanging in the sky like a quick dream, without any clear answer, leaving us thinking about how incredible people's imaginations can be and the huge sky above us. Mysterious Bear. In the heart of July in Vermont, a magical time when rain transformed ponds into nature's spa, something extraordinary occurred. Caught by a trail camera in broad daylight, the scene was nothing short of astonishing. A sleek black bear bigger than life ventured into the water, embracing the moment with pure delight. The immense creature seemed to revel in its impromptu bath, splashing around as if in celebration. The trail camera, a silent witness, preserved this rare spectacle that left all who saw it utterly flabbergasted. The bear's uninhibited enjoyment was a sight to behold, a reminder that even in the wild, there exists a world of wonder and surprises. Nature's quirkiness had been laid bare, forever etched in the memory of those who stumbled upon this marvel. Woodpeckers and wildlife. Once upon a time in a big green forest land, a man had a cool idea. He wanted to see those woodpeckers near those boots with red heads that go caw-caw-caw on trees. So he got a special camera called a trail cam. This trail cam was like a secret asset. The man set it up in the forest and waited. He hoped to catch the woodpeckers in action. Woodpeckers are like nature's carpenters. They make little homes by pecking holes in tree cases. Days turned into nights, and nights turned into days. The man was patient. He did not want to disturb the woodpeckers, so he stayed far down. One sunny morning, the man checked his trail cam. Guess what? He saw the woodpeckers. They were busy pecking holes in the trees. It was amazing to watch. They tapped and tapped, making bitty doorways for themselves. The man made a videotape from the trail cam footage. He showed it to his family and everyone on the internet. People loved it. They learned how woodpeckers work hard to make cozy homes. And so, in that big green timber, thanks to the man's clever idea and his safe trail cam, the secret lives of woodpeckers were revealed for everyone to enjoy. Deadly Encounter. As twilight settled in, a camera silently observed a mysterious scene. A winding river hidden in the moonlight meandered through an untouched forest. Its waters held secrets from ancient times, concealed deep within the heart of the wild woods. A solitary figure emerged, outlined by the dark shadows around him. He clutched a cold, treacherous weapon, its steel gleaming ominously. His eyes, hidden in the darkness, showed a chilling determination devoid of mercy. The camera focused on a creature beneath the river's surface, an enormous crocodile, a relic of the past. Its scales shining eerily in the dim light. With each movement, the river seemed to murmur stories of its ancient lineage. The man's finger tightened, and a thunderous shot pierced the night's silence. The crocodile writhed in agony, a grotesque struggle for survival. The river, once peaceful, turned into a gruesome canvas, its waters tainted with a sinister red. But the man's determination held fast. He fired again, and this time, the ancient beast succumbed to the relentless assault. Its formidable form lay motionless, life extinguished. The forest seemed to mourn the loss of its ancient guardian, holding its breath. A profound stillness enveloped the scene. The river, now without its monstrous inhabitant, reflected the calmness of a world forever changed by the enigmatic man and his deadly weapon. As the camera lingered on this blood-soaked tableau, one couldn't help but ponder the mysteries hidden within the depths of the river and the soul of the man who had dared to confront the untamable. Creepiness unveiled. In a place where technology meets the mysteries we can't explain, motion cameras do a special job. They silently watch over things, especially when night falls. For folks who own homes, these cameras promise safety. They snap quick pictures, capture important moments, and act like alert guards, making you jump when they sense something strange. But they're not just for houses. They venture into the wild places where secrets hide. Deep in the wilds of Sydney, Australia, there's a spooky forest. One night, when the moon refused to shine on the trees, a motion camera saw something eerie. At first, the camera just picked up normal nighttime movements, maybe an animal doing its thing. But then, with a creepy clarity, it showed us something else. Imagine a creature dark as the night itself as it stepped out of a scary story. It stood among the twisted trees, soaking up all the darkness, except for its unnaturally bright eyes. Those eyes gleamed with a wicked light, and they stared straight into the camera like they knew it was being watched. Nobody knew where this terrifying thing came from. It didn't fit with the rules of the forest like it was a ghost from some old legend. Was it a supernatural being, a leftover from ancient nightmares, or just a camera trick? The forest kept its secret, only telling the wind in hushed whispers. This spooky sight left everyone who saw it feeling uneasy. What this strange creature wanted, we still don't know. It's a mystery that's now part of the camera's memory, a memory that gives anyone who looks at it a chilling feeling of the unknown. Sea monsters. Far, far away, a brave explorer took a big adventure deep down in the huge, mysterious ocean waves. As they explored the deep blue sea, something amazing happened. They found a place where sea monsters used to live, but now they were like giant skeletons lying still on the ocean floor. These huge brutes, which were once really powerful and amazing, now did not move an inch. It was like a cemetery for ocean monsters. The explorer, who was super curious, discovered big fish remains and the bones of gigantic marine creatures. The aquatic graveyard was so quiet, and you could feel the stories of these big beings that lived a really long time ago. The ocean, which used to be their home, now gently held their bones. As the explorer's flashlight moved around, shadows played on the lifeless forms, showing the spooky beauty of the aquatic graveyard. In this sunken world, time seemed to stop, and the skeletons of the ocean monsters became quiet witness to the always changing ocean life. Bigfoot's face uncovered. One night, deep in a thick forest, a strange creature came out of the dark. The air felt heavy with excitement as the critter carefully walked up to a hidden camera. Suddenly, it showed its face to the camera, breaking the quiet of the night. Its eyes sparkled with magical wisdom, and its hidden face was now out in the open. In the dark, the moon made the creature's features visible in a mysterious way. The camera, like a quiet observer, took a picture of this rare moment, capturing it forever. A whispered thrill spread through the woods as the creature often talked about in stories revealed itself during the silent night. The picture saved in the camera's memory offered a peek into the unknown, making those who found it feel amazed and curious. Scary monster. In a quiet forest, a camera in the woods took a spooky picture. The photo shows a weird creature with glowing, scary eyes, kind of like a make-believe monster. This creature looks really big, almost like the legendary Bigfoot, and is just standing there in the dark trees. The picture makes you feel a bit spooked because of its shape and those glowing eyes. The tree branches make weird black, making the creature even more mysterious. This photo makes you think about strange creatures that might be hiding in the parts of our world we do not know much about. The picture is a bit fuzzy, adding to the mystery. Maybe it's just a weird trick with the light, or maybe it's something from a different world. This photo tells a spooky story about something we cannot explain, making the deep, dark forest seem even scarier. Triop fish. In the big ocean, something amazing happened when a camera recorded a cool video of a special white fish. The water was super clear and sparkled in the sun, making the fish look even more awesome. This fish was all dressed up in shiny white scales, smoothly gliding through the water. Its fins moved like soft bodies, making it feel like it was dancing in a show. When the camera zoomed in, you could see all the tiny details of the fish, the pretty patterns on its scales and how its tail swayed back and forth in a nice rhythm. The underwater world came alive as the fish swam around, sometimes zipping between coral formations with quick and clever moves. The simple white color made the fish stand out, turning it into the star of this aquatic dance. Watching this cool video lets you see a look into the fish's life, making you feel amazed and happy about the beauty hiding behind the sea. Huge wild boars. Alright, so the trail camera goes into the night mode, right? And what does it find? A gang of massive wild boars doing a midnight march in the creepy woods. I'm talking big, burly pigs strutting around like they own the place. Now add some eerie vibes to the mix. It's pitch dark. The woods are lurking in shadows, and these colossal boars are just parading through. But here's the kicker. Their eyes. Those eyes are like mini flashlights glowing in the dark, giving off some serious spooky movie vibes. Imagine stumbling upon this footage in the dead of night. You've got these huge shadowy boars, their eyes shining like something out of a horror flick. It's like the wild decided to host its own midnight monster parade. Nature can be a real show-off, especially when it's got a bunch of oversized glow-eyed boars strutting their stuff in the darkness. Gives you a whole new appreciation for daylight, doesn't it? Real-life zombie. On a spooky evening when the sky turned dark, a doorbell camera reported something eerie. In the faint light of the porch, a startling figure appeared. This figure had very pale skin, and its clothes were all torn up. Its eyes were empty, and it moved slowly, but with a purpose. Everyone who saw it felt a shiver down their spine. This was a real-life zombie, something you usually only see in scary stories. It came to the doorstep for a brief moment, making everyone realize that sometimes reality can be just as strange and frightening as fiction. It's important to remember that sometimes things that seem unreal can happen in our own neighborhoods.
A neighbor shared this doorbell video.
This creepy encounter serves as a reminder that the line between what's made up in stories and what's real can sometimes get blurry, especially when the night is dark and full of surprises. Scary doorbell footage. In the quiet of a moonlit night, the doorbell camera silently recorded eerie scenes that sent shivers down spines. A hooded figure shrouded in darkness approached cautiously. Another revealed a mysterious ghostly figure passing through an open gate without restriction. And then, an unexpected flash of movement captured a group of eerie glowing eyes in the abyss of the night. As the footage unfolds, the sinister events continue to baffle and terrify. The hooded figure's purpose remains a chilling mystery, and the spectral figure's appearance defies explanation. Those unsettling glowing eyes in the darkness haunt the imagination, leaving a lingering fear of the unknown. These doorbell camera recordings open a doorway to a realm where the line between what's real and what's beyond comprehension becomes increasingly thin, leaving us with a sense of disquiet that refuses to fade. In these moonlit moments, the supernatural beckons and our understanding of the world is forever altered. Ghost Scare. On that eerie night, the doorbell security camera captured footage that sent shivers down spines. In the pitch-black void of darkness, the camera's lens revealed a spectral presence, a ghostly apparition, hauntingly elusive as it glided through the night. Its ethereal form seemed to dance in the feeble embrace of the moonlight, casting an eerie glow upon the surroundings. As the mysterious specter lingered by the door, the camera's night vision unveiled its spine-chilling features, leaving everyone on edge. The unsettling scrape of this supernatural encounter left a deep sense of frustration and fear, an indelible mark etched into the collective memory of that ominous night.
It's blurred itself. See? So it could be anything.
The enigmatic creature resembling a swirling ball of snow or a drifting smoke bubble but far larger in scale added to the surreal and macabre atmosphere. Its presence was an unsettling reminder that the boundary between the natural and supernatural realms could blur in the most unexpected and chilling ways. As dawn finally broke, the lingering sense of the otherworldly slowly dissipated, but the memory of that haunting night would forever haunt the minds of those who witnessed it.
Watch, look at that.
And then saw this from his video front door cam.
The doorbell security camera had captured a glimpse into a world beyond our comprehension, where the spectral and the real intertwined, leaving a creepy sense of unease that would never truly fade away. Demon caught on cam. In the deep, dark night, beneath a sky without a single gleaming moon, a brave person's camera captured something eerie. The lens revealed a scary shadow, a creature that looked like a demon with a twisted and terrifying shape, chasing after a frightened deer. The camera's gentle light unveiled this bone-chilling pursuit, with the deer desperately leaping away and the demon's horrifying form creating a scene of pure terror. The footage left everyone who saw it shaken, a chilling reminder that the night hides secrets we can barely understand. It was a moonless night, the kind where darkness blankets everything and the stars twinkle as the only source of light. In this inky blackness, a fearless soul's camera managed to capture something truly unsettling. The lens unveiled this sinister shadow, a figure that seemed like a demon, its grotesque shape and relentless pursuit of a startled deer. The camera's soft light exposed this icy chase, with the deer's frantic leaps and the ghastly form of the demon creating a scene straight out of a nightmare. The footage left all who watched it in shock, a haunting testament to the mysteries concealed in the depths of the night. Bear's Mirror Dance. In a quiet forest where the sun peeked through the leaves, something funny and unusual happened. It was daytime and the forest was alive with birds singing and leaves rustling. Right in the middle of this green world, there was a chubby black bear. He stood on his back legs, looking quite silly. Around the bear, there were lots of bushes and tall trees, their branches reaching high into the sky. But what caught everyone's attention was a big mirror placed right there in the woods, like it didn't belong. The bear saw his own reflection in the mirror and thought it was another bear. He wasn't happy about this intruder in his forest, so he decided to have a fight in a playful way. It was adorable to watch. The bear would swat at the mirror and it made a soft sound. He even growled, thinking he'd met his forest twin. Then things got even more amusing. He started bouncing back and forth like they were having a funny dance battle. He'd nudge the mirror and do it again and again. This whole situation makes you wonder why the mirror was there. Did someone put it there to tease the bear? Or maybe it was for studying animals. We can't be sure, but what we do know is that nature can surprise us in the most delightful ways. The camera caught a glimpse of the wild that turned a regular black bear into a charming entertainer. It reminds us of the joy and mystery in the natural world. This funny and unique moment where nature and humans cross paths is something we won't forget. Mysterious lizard like Costa Rica. On a sunny day in a quiet place, something strange happened. A camera took a picture of a creature that was very weird. It looked like a lizard, but it was much bigger and not like any lizard we know. Its skin was shiny and covered in scales that sparkled in the sunlight. But what really puzzled everyone was how it moved.
Whoa.
It was super fast, way faster than any animal should be. It moved in a way that didn't make sense, like it was defying the rules of how things should move. Watching it left people feeling amazed and confused. Even stranger, there was another creature just like it. They moved together as if they were connected in some mysterious way. It was like they were twins, or maybe something even stranger. People called them Costa Rica, a name that didn't make much sense but added to the mystery. The locals talked about these creatures quietly, as if they were afraid to say too much. They wondered if the creatures were guarding a secret place or if they came from a different world. But the truth was hidden, and no one really knew where these creatures came from or why they were there. This strange event reminds us that there are still many things we don't understand about our world. Even on the brightest days, there are mysteries that make us curious and eager to explore the unknown. Abandoned bunkers. Once upon a time, in a forgotten corner of the world, there lay a place shrouded in closed books and darkness. It was a desolate land where grown vines and rusting iron brooded secrets of a time long gone in. In this abandoned place, hidden amongst the involved green, were the remnants of what was formerly a frightening military fort.
That we are going to see inside of this bunker? Holy cow.
These creepy abandoned basements, like ancient guards, stood as silent evidence of a defunct period of strife and conflict. As I ventured deeper into this creepy geography, a bite ran down my chin. The holds impeded like forbidding titans, their concrete walls bearing scars of battles fought in murk. Broken windows goggled like depressed eyes, and decaying walls rumored tales of troopers who had formerly sought retreat within. Inside, the darkness sounded to stretch on ever, broken only by faint shafts of light filtering through cracks in the ceiling. The air was heavy with the scent of humidity and decay. I could not help but wonder about the lives that had formerly filled these walls with purpose and community. As I explored further, my steps echoing in the silence, I could not shake the feeling that I wasn't alone.
Oi, look at that serious bit of,
It was as if the ghosts of history were still delayed, guarding their secrets in this creepy abandoned world. Mysterious animal. Once upon a time, in a quiet and remote timber, there was an abnormal animal. At first regard, it might have sounded like a doggy, but a near look revealed being different altogether. This mysterious being, covered in shaggy fur, moved quietly through the green and trees, weaving its way like a shadow. The animal had large, suggestive eyes that lustered with curiosity, and its tail, unlike a doggy's, was long and bushy, swaying gracefully with each step. Its observance perked up at the minimum sound, always alert to the secrets of the timber. As it ventured deeper into the forestland, the critter's movements took on a graceful, formal, such-like quality. It jumped over fallen branches and glided through the high ground, blending seamlessly with the natural world around it. Its every step was poetry and stir, a silent symphony of grace and dexterity. But what truly set this animal asunder from a common doggy was its connection with the timber itself. It sounded to understand the language of the trees and the whispers of the leaves. It moved with similar harmony that it was as if the very spirit of the wood had taken form in this mysterious being. A sunk ape sighting. Once upon a time, on a quiet and peaceful farmstead nestled deep in the heart of a thick wood, being extraordinary occurred. One sunny morning, as the hoots chittered and the leaves rustled in the gentle breath, being strange stirred in the forestland. A skunk aper, a mysterious critter known only from stories, surfaced from the dark. With its shaggy dark fur and hulking figure, it moved cautiously but gracefully through the ranch. The camera prisoner, the beauty of ranch's wildlife, caught this astonishing sight. The skunk ham's movements were a mesmerizing mix of covert and power. Its enormous bases left deep imprints in the soft earth, and its long arms swung gracefully as it walked. As the footage spread through the community, excitement and wonder filled the air. People marveled at the skunk aper's fugitive appearance, amazed that such an animal could live in their peaceful corner of the world. The videotape of the skunk aper's visit came as cherished tale, passed down through generations, reminding everyone that the mystifications of the natural world could still surprise and delight, indeed in the quietest of places. And so, the ranch continued to be a place where nature's miracles no way stopped to astound. Owls. The drone's camera captured an astonishing sight. 2 owls gracefully soaring through the sky, their purpose shrouded in mystery, or perhaps without any purpose at all. What made them truly intriguing upon closer inspection were their petite, stubby ears setting them apart in the avian world. These remarkable creatures, adorned in shades of beige and off-white, rode the gusty winds high above, seemingly savoring the sheer joy of flight. The camera diligently documented their every move, for these owls were no ordinary species. They belonged to the rarest of the rare, seldom glimpsed by human eyes. With the wind as their accomplice, they embarked on numerous flights, each landing bringing them back to the familiar field's serene shores. Their enigmatic presence was a spectacle of nature, captivating the observer's heart. In this wondrous display of avian grace, nature had woven a tapestry of curiosity and awe, a testament to the marvels hidden within its realms. This extraordinary sighting reminded us that even in the simplest and most unassuming moments, nature never ceases to amaze, offering a glimpse into its secrets that transcended language and borders, a gift for all to cherish and marvel at. Coward Lagoon. The camera captured a peculiar scene as a lagoon right there in the street was munching on something. Suddenly, its meal tumbled to the ground. Without hesitation, the lagoon bent down to retrieve its food. But a cat crossed its path. In a brave attempt, the lagoon lunged at the cat, only to be met with a fierce counterattack. To everyone's surprise, the lagoon displayed a surprising cowardice. It swiftly retreated, fleeing to protect itself from the cat. Despite its imposing size, fear had gripped the lagoon, and it sought refuge on the house's walls. The sight was eerie indeed, as the lagoon perched there, amazed at its own vulnerability in the face of a mere cat. Nature's mysteries continue to astonish us with their unexpected twists. The Chupacabra's Midnight Feast. Once upon a moonless night, a nipping event unfolded. The air was thick with riddles as the darkness sounded to devour everything in its path. A lone, alarmed critter kept quietly through the green, its heart pounding like a barrel in the silence. This animal, a small furry beast, was the unwitting prey of a fearsome bloodsucker known as the Chupacabra. The Chupacabra was a legend, rumored among the creatures of the timber, a critter that struck fear into the hearts of all who crossed its path. As the small beast cringed in the darkness, it heard a faint rustling in the darkness. Suddenly, a brace of glowing red eyes pierced through the blackness, and a horrifying figure came up. The Chupacabra, with its scaled skin and sharp, bloody fangs, moved stealthily toward its prey. The small beast quivered as the Chupacabra pounced, and a detailed, horrible struggle replaced. In the creepy silence of the dark place, the Chupacabra claimed its mess, leaving nothing but a haunting memory of the hassle. The night remained shrouded in darkness, and the legend of the Chupacabra lived on, a dreadful tale brooded among the critters of the wood, a memorial of the grim, determined cycle of life and death in the wild. Mermaid Mystery Unsolved. One bright day, a strange event occurred beneath the vast blue ocean. A vigilant drone camera unveiled an extraordinary mystery that challenged our understanding. The drone's watchful lens captured a mysterious sight, a mermaid shimmering like liquid silver in her watery realm. Her graceful movements defied the laws of nature as she glided through the crystal-clear waters with an otherworldly elegance. It was an incredibly rare occurrence, defying all logic, to witness a mermaid in the pristine embrace of the ocean. As the camera moved, jagged rocks emerged from the ocean's depths, casting eerie, serpentine shadows. The mermaid, like a sea siren, playfully swam among these enigmatic stones, her haunting song resonating in the drone's microphone. It was as though the very elements had conspired to create an enigmatic performance where nature's secrets whispered to the unspoken. What had led her to step out of folklore and into our reality? Was she a guardian of hidden treasures, a living relic from a forgotten era, or a messenger from a world shrouded in the mists of time? The ocean embraced her with a gentle touch, its waves showing reverence for her presence. Yet the deepest mystery remained unsolved. Who was she, this aquatic enigma? What was her purpose, and what stories were concealed within her enigmatic heart? The drone, its power dwindling, could do nothing but witness this spectral encounter. As the mermaid gradually faded into the azure depths of the ocean, she left behind a trail of unanswered riddles, haunting and enigmatic. The world would persist in its relentless quest for understanding, but it appeared that certain mysteries were destined to remain hidden, forever entwined in the secrets of the deep. Wild elephant. In the heart of the forest, a trail camera caught a jaw-dropping scene, a gutsy woman feeding bananas to a wild elephant right in the middle of the road, rain pouring down. Onlookers, a mix of disbelief and amazement, watched as she fearlessly interacted with the massive creature, risking closeness that left some in awe and others worried for her safety. The rain added to the dramatic backdrop, creating a surreal atmosphere. While some enjoyed the daring encounter, others couldn't fathom the boldness, concerned about the potential danger the wild elephant possessed. The video became a talk of the town, sparking conversations about the fine line between admiration for nature and the importance of staying cautious in the wild. The fearless act stirred a blend of reactions, leaving viewers both entertained and concerned about the unpredictable beauty of encounters with wildlife in their natural habitat. Mysterious forest dance. In a big green forest, there was a video that showed nature being really calm and nice during the day. The trees and plants were all green, making the forest look mysterious and quiet. A gentle wind moved through the leaves, making everything peaceful. But surprise! Something not normal happened, changing the calmness into something amazing and kind of shocking. A strange creature appeared from the shadows, holding a piece of a tree like it was important. Nobody knew why it carried the tree part, only the ancient spirits in the forest might understand. This mysterious creature, moving in a way that seemed not from our world, went between the leaves like a ghost. The forest, which used to be a quiet place, now felt strange and full of energy that you couldn't explain, but could feel in your bones. What was this creature? Was it a messenger from nature's secrets or a protector of hidden things in the forest? Nobody knew why it was there, lost in the mix of light and shadows. Questions floated in the air like mist on the ground, making it hard to figure out what was going on. Why did the creature carry the tree part like it was a big deal? Was it a sign of balance, a signal that something was going to change? The forest, now a place of mystery, echoed with questions from those who saw this strange dance between normal and not normal. When the video ended, the forest went back to being calm, but it left behind a bunch of questions that were part of the forest's nature. The mystery stayed, inviting people to explore and find out what secrets were hidden in the green wilderness. Baby dinosaur. Late at night, when everything was dark, a strange event happened in a house. A hidden story unfolded on a home camera, covering the night in mysterious shadows. In this dark tale, something weird happened, catching the attention of anyone who saw the secret recording. People started whispering in the dimly lit halls, wondering what was going on. Out of the pitch-black darkness, a figure came into view. It looked like a creature from a time long ago, almost like a small dinosaur. How did this ancient mystery creature suddenly show up? The air was filled with unanswered questions, and the mystery wrapped around everyone's thoughts. The camera silently watched the strange happenings, capturing the ghostly movements of this mysterious being. It seemed harmless in its small size, but nobody could figure out why it was there. What brought this old creature into the world of modern cameras? As the moon gave a soft glow to the secret scene, more questions popped up. Why did the creature decide to appear in the dark night? Was it a sign of times long forgotten, a faint echo from ancient eras? Instead of giving answers, the night just added more confusion. The main question lingered: where did this creature come from? The mystery hid in the darkness, and people couldn't uncover the origins of this strange dinosaur. The puzzle, like a complicated knot, swung in front of everyone's curiosity, staying unsolved and hard to grasp. After that eerie night, the video stayed as a mysterious scene, a puzzle still waiting to be solved. The memory of that strange encounter echoed through people's thoughts, leaving behind a quiet mystery for those brave enough to question what's real. Mysterious Bigfoot at night. In the dark forest at night, a special camera showed something strange. It was like a secret world full of shadows. The camera's light revealed a huge figure, the Bigfoot, a mysterious creature from stories. The Bigfoot moved mysteriously through the trees, like a ghost in the dark. It was so big that it didn't seem real, like something magical. The camera, like a secret watcher, recorded this strange sight. But why did Bigfoot come out from hiding? Why did it hurry through the woods like a ghost? The video didn't give any clear answers. The Bigfoot left behind a mystery, like a puzzle in the forest. The camera couldn't show the Bigfoot clearly. It was like looking through fog. We couldn't see its face or details because of the dim light. What was this creature? A protector of the night? A visitor from strange places? Or just a made-up idea of the forest? After a while, the Bigfoot disappeared into the dark. The camera only saw it leave, leaving behind questions. Why did it run so fast? What secret mission did it have in the night? The answers stayed hidden in the mystery of the dark forest, making the Bigfoot story forever whispered among the trees. Creepy man. In a quiet forest where trees share secrets with the wind, something spooky happened. A creepy man hidden in the darkness slowly came out, like a mysterious creature waking up.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh!
He moved without making a sound, like leaves rumoring in the night. A sneaky camera hidden in the trees recorded this scary moment. The lens showed the man's ghostly figure crawling out from the thick bushes, with his eyes giving off a weird glow.
Just some cruisers, man.
The moon's pale light touched his strange face, making the branches above seem scared. As the camera mugged each strange move, the air got really tense. The man's presence was like a scary puzzle the forest did not want to figure out. His crawling shadow against the dark background gave everyone goosebumps, telling a spooky story without words. The forest, once a peaceful place, now kept the secret of the crawling man. A mystery frozen in the camera's stare. The recorded video turned into a rumored tale shared by those who believed in spooky things, leaving a lasting memory in the scared soul of the woods.
Buddy! How you doing? Oh!
Mystical spider enigma. In the secret house, a secret video happened, taken by a hidden house camera. In the video, a man was just doing regular work in his backyard. He was cleaning up old stuff when something strange appeared from his garden, a huge spider. This spider felt like a mysterious sign as the daylight got weaker. The air got heavy, like the spider knew secrets wrapped up in its big body. The man went from surprise to real fear because this spider was way too big and creepy. He tried to use his cleaning tool to scare it away, but the spider didn't care. It kept moving slowly, like it had a plan, making the place feel spooky and quiet. In this weird dance between the man and the spider, fear took over the backyard. The man tried hard to hit the spider, making a scary noise. But here's the strange part. The spider, this magical giant bug, didn't care about the man's hits. It went on like it had a job to do, like it followed some kind of magic. The huge spider went after the man, not stopping. The man, just a regular person caught in fear, ran away. And then the video suddenly ended, like it had its own secrets. The mystery of the giant spider stayed like a puzzle in the dark, full of scary feelings, wonder, and places nobody knows. massive sea creature. In a big, never-ending ocean, something really huge moved under the waves. One sunny day, a military helicopter flying over the sea saw a giant shadow swimming below. The people inside the helicopter could not believe what they were seeing, a gigantic ocean creature coming up from the deep. It was like a super big ancient monster showing itself. The helicopter's blades were spinning fast as the military team figured out what to do. They stayed up in the air looking down and saw how massive the creature was. Its skin sparkled in the sunlight and the waves splashed against its really big body. Everyone on the helicopter got tense as they told their headquarters about finding this giant sea creature. It became a careful dance between the people and the monster. While the helicopter went around, the sea giant moved slower, maybe confused by the sudden visit. The military team, amazed and careful, quickly took movie and notes about this incredible discovery. Creepy encounter. In the spooky Appalachian Mountains, there is a scary story about a person exploring the thick jungle with just a camera. As they went deeper, the place got super quiet, and it felt like the trees were sharing old secrets. Things got really tense when the brave explorer saw something creepy. The camera caught it all, and it was so creepy that it made them shiver. The bushes hinted that something spooky was there, even though they could not see it. All of a sudden, the camera showed a strange figure hiding in the dark. It looked like a spooky dance of darkness and moonlight, giving the explorer a big scare. As this weird thing seemed to notice them and stared at the camera, the explorer was stuck, scared, and fascinated at the same time. They did not make a cast. The camera kept recording, showing a ghostly encounter in the Appalachian wilds. This creepy adventure left a scary memory, turning the once beautiful jungle into a place of secrets that will always give you the creeps. Creepy hunting. A video has surfaced captured a disturbing scene of wild animals engaging in predatory behavior. Two lions arrive ready to feast, but the lens reveals more. A feral wolf with intense eyes, a grotesque pig-like creature, and other unexplainable forms drawn by the scent of sustenance. These creatures gather for an eerie banquet, their disjointed movements and distorted forms casting an unsettling spell. The atmosphere becomes charged as each bizarre detail is captured, leaving a haunting feeling for the viewer. The surreal scene challenges the laws of nature, forcing us to confront the unknown. The mind struggles to reconcile the ordinary with the uncanny, as the video offers a testament to the enigmatic forces just beyond our understanding. This unsettling footage blurs the line between reality and the inexplicable, reminding us that the world holds both beauty and terror. In this delicate balance, we're suspended between what we know and what we can't comprehend. Wild deer. In the midst of the enshrouded woods, a haunting spectacle unfolded before the watchful eye of a trail camera. Amidst the shadows, an unearthly creature emerged, resembling a twisted incarnation of a deer. Its form was eerily diminutive, its body shrouded in a coat of unsettling darkness. Yet what seized attention were its horns, a grotesque tangle of antlers that spiraled like cursed vines. This ghastly being, akin to a deer yet far from its kind, roamed with an unsettling grace. A creature of the night, its visage lacked a tail, defying the norms of nature. The video, captured by the trail cam, unveiled the surreal scene with uncanny clarity, offering a disquieting glimpse into the enigma of the wild. In this dense realm of looming trees and moonlit mysteries, the presence of such an aberration remained etched in the mind's eye, leaving an indelible mark of the bizarre. It stands as a testament to the curious and the unsettling, a reminder that the natural world harbors secrets both wondrous and eerie. Paranormal Figure. In the wild, a camera caught something scary. People watched, feeling really worried. Then they saw something strange. It was a dark creature that moved strangely like a ghost. They didn't understand what it wanted. It heard a goat taking its life. The people got scared and tried to stop it, but it was fast and weird. They chased it through the woods in the moonlight, hitting it. They didn't give up. Wanting to survive, they hit it many times like a scary song. Its dark eyes looked creepy in the night. They hit it hard, and it disappeared, leaving ripples. It was like a ghost. People didn't know what it was. Maybe from somewhere really deep. The woods didn't tell them, just left a memory of a strange night. Wandering Dogman. In the dark, deep woods, a chilling video emerged, unveiling a haunting presence that sent shivers down my spine. The camera captured a strange disturbance in the bushes, and as it shows, a human-like figure emerged, unclothed and eerie. My heart raced as I saw this peculiar being, its form both unsettling and alien. The figure darted through the woods, a clear image frozen in my mind, only to abruptly turn and confront the camera with an unsettling gaze. Goosebumps crawled across the skin as you witnessed its unsettling expression, forever etched in my memory. Was it a spirit, a specter from beyond, or perhaps something more earthly but equally unsettling? A dogman lurking within the bushes? The video's eerie ambience left me haunted, my thoughts gripped by the enigmatic and uncanny encounter. Haunted Man. This video, it's like nothing you've ever seen. A man jumping over those lit-up long tubes one by one. At first, he clears two with grace, but then comes the shocker. He leaps for the next one, but his foot misses and he tumbles down. That's not the eerie part. What gets you, what makes your skin crawl, is what happens next. As he crashes onto the solid tube, you'd expect a thud, a collision, a body hitting an object. But no, it's like he's made of smoke. The tube just glides through him, like he's a ghost. It's impossible, right? He stood firm just moments before, showing his mass, his presence. And now this? The video leaves your mind twisted, stuck in a loop of disbelief and amazement. Was he human or something else? A chill creeps up your spine as you're left with this eerie puzzle that defies all logic. Backyard Prowler. On a chilling winter night, a backyard CCTV camera captured an eerie scene. A man in a ghastly mask, twisted and contorted, crawled through the snowy ground. His appearance was unsettling, with sharp teeth, hollow eyes, and a distorted face. Wrapped in a scarf and beanie, he seemed both concealing and prepared. Approaching a fence, he stood staring directly into the camera, his eerie presence evoking an inexplicable sense of dread. The motive behind his unnerving actions remained a puzzle, whether driven by harm, a bizarre prank, mental instability, or substances. This unsettling encounter remains one of the most enigmatic and disturbing incidents caught on camera. Burglar caught on camera. A shocking video has emerged online that shows a brazen burglar who sneaks into the backyard of a house and tries to break into a car parked there. The video has gone viral and sparked outrage among the viewers. The video was captured by a CCTV camera installed in the backyard of the house. The video shows the burglar, who is wearing a beanie hat and has long hair, entering the backyard through a gate. He looks around cautiously, as if checking for any signs of movement or noise. He then walks towards a black car that belongs to the family living in the house. He takes out a flashlight from his pocket and shines it on the car's window, apparently looking for anything valuable inside. He also tries to open the car doors, but they seem to be locked. However, his attempt to loot the car is cut short when he suddenly gets scared by something and runs away from the scene. It is not clear what spooked him, but some viewers have speculated that he might have heard a dog barking or seen someone approaching from inside the house. The owner of the house said that he was asleep when the incident happened and only found out about it when he checked his CCTV footage. He said that he was shocked and angry to see the burglar invading his property and trying to steal his car. He also said that he reported the incident to the police and hoped they would catch the culprit soon. Thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more content. Lizard Man Mystery Unsolved. In South Carolina's dark swamps, a strange secret hides. A video came out, and South Carolina's leaders gave a mysterious warning. This made people really scared. They talked about the Lizard Man, a weird creature.
So you had an encounter with this creature?
It was some kind of lizard man.
Late at night, a man drove all alone down a lonely road. Suddenly, something huge fell from the sky and crashed onto his car. It looked like a giant lizard, but much scarier. This scared the man a lot. In a different story, a brave person went deep into the woods. There, he saw a creature like no other. It was a mix of a big crocodile and a scary lizard. People called it Lizard Man. but they didn't really know what it was. These strange stories left everyone puzzled. What were these creatures in South Carolina? Some called them lizard men, but no one really knew. The mystery was deep, and people's imaginations ran wild. The video made it clear that there's more to the world than we understand. In South Carolina's dark swamps, strange things may be hiding. The lizard man's mystery will always be a part of South Carolina's stories, a riddle that can't be solved. Kestrel Escapes barn owls. In the quiet woods, something strange happened. It was like a video, but not the kind you watch on a screen. It was a real-life story of a wild bird, a kestrel who was quite brave and daring. This bird usually soared high in the sky, but this time it ended up in a strange place. The barn owl's home, the kestrel, had a plan, a secret plan. It wanted to harm the barn owls for some reason. The barn owls, however, were not as innocent as they looked. They had their own secrets hidden behind their fluffy feathers. One day, inside the dark nest of the barn owls, they suddenly pounced on the kestrel. Their sharp claws closed around her, and it felt like destiny had trapped her. The kestrel fought back with all her might. She desperately flapped her wings, trying to break free. But the owls were strong and didn't let go. She didn't give up, though she struggled for what felt like a very long time. Eventually, she managed to escape from their clutches. With a bit of luck, the kestrel flew away to freedom. The woods kept their secrets, and the strange drama of the nest remained hidden. The trees only whispered their stories to the gentle wind, keeping their mysteries safe. Thank you for tuning in. If you found this video entertaining, don't hesitate to show your support by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for even more thrilling content. And remember to ring that notification bell to ensure you're always in the loop for our latest updates. Until next time, stay curious and stay tuned. Terrifying storm. On a dark and terrifying night in Pennsylvania, a dash cam recorded a chilling scene that sent shivers down the spine. In the dead of the night, a horde of young people were seen running aimlessly on the desolate road, as if fleeing from an unknown terror lurking in the shadows. The atmosphere was thick with dread, leaving one to wonder what horrors had transpired. The trees, once proud and sturdy, now stood shattered and twisted, their branches contorted as if by some malevolent force. Yet no clear explanation could be found. As the dashcam rolled on, a bone-chilling revelation unfolded. It appeared that a monstrous tempest, perhaps a savage storm or even a hurricane, had descended upon Pennsylvania. The truck's dashcam continued to capture this eerie spectacle, even as the world around it seemed to crumble into chaos. The vision grew increasingly distorted, as if the very fabric of reality was unraveling. The truck fought valiantly to survive the relentless onslaught, but ultimately succumbed, leaving wreckage in its wake. Miraculously, the driver emerged from the wreckage, battered and bruised, but alive.
Resulting in some evacuation.
A lone survivor in the midst of this nightmarish maelstrom. This night, when nature's fury collided with the unknown, would forever haunt the memories of those who witnessed it. The desolation, the darkness, and the inexplicable events that unfolded on that forsaken Pennsylvania road served as a stark reminder of the terrifying power that Mother Nature can unleash, leaving a trail of devastation and fear in its wake. Zebra Anomaly. Out in the African wilderness, where wild animals roam free, something strange happened. You know, zebras, those horses with black and white stripes. Well, they usually have bodies covered in those stripes, like zebra fashion. But one day, when the sun was shining bright and the grass was green, a baby zebra showed up, and it was different from all the others. Instead of having neat stripes, this baby zebra had a coat that was almost all black with just a few tiny white dots. Imagine looking up at the night sky and you see just a few stars scattered here and there. That's what this zebra looked like. People who saw it were totally puzzled. If this zebra had been all alone, it would have been really hard to figure out what it was. But it wasn't alone. It was hanging out with a bunch of regular striped zebras, eating grass and doing zebra stuff. People started to wonder what was going on. Was this zebra a special kind of zebra? Did it have a problem with its stripes? Nobody had a clue. But one thing was for sure. It was a zebra, even if it didn't look like the others. So, there it was, this mysterious zebra just munching away like nothing was unusual. It was like a puzzle piece that didn't quite fit, a secret the savannah was keeping to itself. And in the wild, where surprises are hidden in every corner, this unique zebra was a reminder that sometimes nature likes to throw in a twist just to keep us all wondering. Cryptic Forest Spectre. In the daytime forest, a mysterious video appeared, showing a huge creature moving through the greenery. It had long arms moving like shadows, leaving a strange mark on the leaves. The creature seemed like a wanderer in the wild, moving in a mysterious way, as if directed by unknown forces. People who saw the video couldn't figure out what it was. Some thought it might be the legendary Bigfoot, a creature from stories, while others just didn't know. The whole thing was like a puzzle, a question hanging in the air. Was it a guardian spirit or something made of light and darkness mixing together? The mystery didn't let curiosity find answers. Some tried to name it to fit into what they understood, while others chose not to know, understanding that some things are beyond what people can understand. As the day turned into night, the forest kept its secrets. The video became proof of the mysterious connection between what's known and what's not. The creature, like a ghost in the forest stories, left a mark on people's thoughts, an unforgettable symbol of things that are still a mystery. The story stayed unsolved, like a quiet whisper in the leaves, calling anyone brave enough to step into the uncertain shadows. Dogman. This eerie trail camera image captures a perplexing sight. An adult humanoid beast, purportedly a dogman, haunting a couple's property under the veil of night. The photograph, shrouded in darkness and distortion from the wooded surroundings, reveals gleaming eyes, teeth, and the complete silhouette of the creature, discernible to those who scrutinize the details closely. The enigmatic figure, a chilling presence in the dimly lit frame, adds an unsettling layer to the mysterious events unfolding in the heart of the night. River Otter. One sunny day by the river, something strange happened. A curious otter popped out of the water, its shiny, wet fur sparkling in the sun. A hidden camera nearby caught the otter's surprise visit. When the otter saw the camera, it paused for a moment, like it knew someone was watching. The little creature quickly checked around, then zoomed away into the bushes. The quiet river saw it all, only leaving a few ripples where the otter showed up. The camera, like a quiet spy, recorded everything with its staring eye. Why did the otter come up? What secrets did it carry as it vanished into the bushes? The river kept its mysteries, flowing calmly, making everyone watching feel curious and full of questions. The otter's short visit turned the peaceful scene into a bit of a puzzle, adding more excitement to the air. Two black bears. In the quiet town of Bell Acres Borough, a pair of black bears caused quite a ruckus. The security camera captured their antics as they sneaked into the area and found themselves a tasty treat: a chicken. With their strong paws and sharp claws, they caught the chicken, but accidentally broke its cage in their excitement. Feathers flew everywhere as they savored their unexpected feast. It was an unforgettable wildlife encounter that gave both the bears and the town's residents a remarkable story to share. The bears' unexpected visit had everyone in Bell Acres Borough talking for days. People marveled at the daring antics of these mischievous creatures, while also feeling sympathy for the poor chicken that became their impromptu dinner. It served as a reminder that even in a quiet town, nature's surprises can be just around the corner. The bear's adventure left a lasting memory and a sense of awe in the hearts of the locals, who now have their very own wild tale to recount for years to come. Squirrels attack on deer. In a truly astonishing video, we witness an unforgettable moment when a plucky squirrel launches an entirely unexpected attack on a much larger deer. The audacious squirrel, seemingly fearless, catapults itself directly into the deer's face. This sudden and daring assault takes the deer completely by surprise, causing it to react in sheer astonishment. Startled and perplexed, the deer's natural instincts kick in as it hastily bolts away from the scene, making a hasty retreat from the tiny but audacious adversary. The video captures a slice of nature's drama, revealing the fearless spirit of the squirrel and the ever-changing dynamics of the animal kingdom. It's a moment that leaves us in awe of the courage displayed by this small creature. And the surprising turn of events that occur when different species cross paths. In the wilderness, such unexpected encounters remind us of the boundless wonders and mysteries that unfold when animals come face to face, showcasing the remarkable and sometimes comical sides of the natural world that continue to captivate our hearts and minds. Let's check out this clip caught on a home security camera outside a house. You can hear faint footsteps before a blurry figure appears and moves across the screen. Since the video quality is poor, it's hard to make out any details. Is it a prowler, or could it be something paranormal? Upon closer inspection, the figure seems to briefly disappear when it reaches the center of the screen. This leaves us wondering if it's just a camera glitch, or if there's something more sinister going on. These two men kept hearing strange voices from their backyard and eventually decided to go check. But what they did not know was that they were in for a surprise. A huge monster was seen running to hide from them, but that did not stop the friends there. They had to go check, and that is when we see the terrifying face. The video ends right there, so let's just hope both of them are okay. While a farmer was out with his goats and cows, he sensed that something was not okay. So he took his camera out and started checking the area. And what he found was this creepy black creature with big horns at the very edge of his property. Even though the creature did not look interested in coming near or harming the man, it was still good that he only recorded the thing and did not try to go near. In 2016, a strange video surfaced online showing a woman shopping at a mall. Suddenly, an item falls behind her, and she puts it back on the shelf. Then she starts acting weirdly, as if something is controlling her. She drops her shopping and writhes on the floor, screaming loudly. Her screams even push the onlookers away. As the man in black tries to hold her down, the woman calms down, but then lets out a final scream, which makes objects in the store move and the security camera flicker. This video was filmed by a guy from Mexico. Some people who have watched it are saying it's one of the most clear sightings of a UFO ever caught on camera. Against a totally dark sky, you can see a weird blue circle that looks like it's morphing into different shapes. Apparently, this man had this strange thing hovering over his house for about a half an hour before it vanished. What do you think it might be? In this video, Rick Dyer, a self-proclaimed Bigfoot tracker, claimed to have killed the elusive creature. The video shows a tense moment where the massive beast attacks the man holding the camera. Afterwards, Dyer provides a few pictures, claiming they're of the Bigfoot he killed. So do you think it was really a Bigfoot that he killed, or was he just lying straight away? This clip features an American tourist who got an unexpected guest on a safari in Tanzania. Well, Britton Hayes from Seattle got a special visitor in the form of a cheetah who jumped right into the back seat of his vehicle. And if that wasn't wild enough, another cheetah decided to join in on the fun. Jorge's was frozen with fear, praying he wouldn't become dinner for the big cats. A bizarre figure dressed in white was spotted standing directly under the window of a house where the mother and her baby had been only moments before. It appeared as though the figure knew where the family was located. The incident left the woman feeling shaken and terrified, with no logical explanation for what had just happened. Some say it was a witch, while others think it was something else. Still, it remains a mystery. Whether it was an extraterrestrial being or simply an optical illusion, this video is fascinating to watch. A large group of individuals gathered to witness this bizarre creature, which appeared to be levitating in mid-air while wearing wings on its arms and feet. Although it resembled a mermaid or an alien, it actually looked more like a boy. However, the reality behind the levitation was not as mysterious as it seemed. In fact, it was just a simple trick involving thin strings that helped the individual hover in the air. A pilot was on his usual routine, flying a plane from one city to another. But what he did not know was that he was about to come across a sight he had ever imagined, a UFO. Now, for those of you thinking it was just a balloon, those don't fly forwards, they go upwards. And also, balloons do not have this kind of speed. So nope, that wasn't a balloon. To me, it totally looks like a UFO. While paying a visit to his loved ones in the cemetery, a guy stumbled upon something peculiar. He noticed a grave that was partially open and seemed like it was being destroyed. As he went closer, he was taken aback to see the remains of a body buried there, including a tall skeleton that was around 1.8 meters tall. But that wasn't all. There were other skulls and bones inside the grave, which hinted at some sort of witchcraft. However, nothing was ever really explained or cleared up. This video features a man named Hassan, who is an explorer of witches. He voluntarily searches for witches, and in this particular video, he visits a witch mountain to find one. To his surprise, he actually spots a witch dressed in black clothes and holding a stick, which seems to be made from an animal skull. Initially, she was sitting at the cave entrance, but when she saw the YouTuber, she went inside and started mumbling some spells. Suddenly, a stone hit Hassan's face, which was a signal for him to back off as the witch didn't want to be disturbed. As the driver was cruising down the Queensland Highway, little did he know that he was in for a surprise. As he continued driving, he spotted something unusual on the side of the road. To his shock, he and other onlookers saw a ghostly figure standing in the middle of the road. The ghost, which appeared to be a pure white child, was just a few inches above the ground. The eerie sighting quickly gained fame and was dubbed the Ghost Child by many. However, some skeptics argued that it might have been just a human baby who happened to wander in the middle of the road. Even though the video is made by an amateur and we don't know who made it, it's perfect for our list. Can you imagine that there's a pterosaur flying in the sky? We know about pterosaurs because of fossils in movies, but we can't see them anymore. But some lucky people saw one and filmed it. I'm happy we have the video. Do you think it's real or just for attention? Most folks would bolt to the side of an alligator, but not these guys. This couple not only keeps one as a pet, but also knows how to make it blush. When the gator struggled to chomp down some grub, it got bashful and decided to give up and take a dip in the water instead. Aw, poor fella. A group of folks caught some ducks being super chill. Even when the water dragged them toward the brink, they were like, nah, whatever. Everyone was freaked out, but little did they know that these feathered friends were just messing around. As soon as they got close to the edge, they flapped their wings and flew to safety. Sneaky ducks. A few years ago, there was a video that became really popular online. It showed a strange sea creature that some people had caught and filmed. A lot of folks believe it's the real deal and pretty creepy too. The creature looks a bit like a sea hare, but with some serious sharp teeth inside its mouth. Honestly, I don't know what it was up to, but it definitely gave me the heebie-jeebies. The folks who were used to discovering fishes on the shore were taken aback when they stumbled upon a strange human-like creature that had washed upon the beach. It appeared to be a miniature version of a human, with a slimy coating all over its body and small limbs. The more they examined it, the more it mystified them. especially when they observed it breathing and slightly shifting its eerie body. What do you think it was? This incredible video was taken in Jakarta, Indonesia on September 11, 2011. You can see a radiant winged being that looks like an angel descending from the sky and touching down on the ground before taking off again. When people saw this video, they started calling the figure the Angel of Jakarta. Some people even thought it might be a guardian angel sent down. However, there's always a chance that this might be fake. Have you seen this video that's been going viral lately? It's really interesting. Nobody knows where it's from, but it seems to have been filmed in Africa. In the video, a group of people are gathered around a woman standing in the water, and it looks like some sort of ritual is taking place. But then something crazy happens. All of a sudden, the water recedes super fast, and the bay is completely dry where others are standing. People freaked out and said that the shaman caused the water to shift using some kind of divine power. But nothing was ever explained by anyone. Have you ever seen a super buff goat? If you haven't, we're about to show you something awesome. So this guy was out hiking in the mountains, just enjoying nature and all that. And guess what he stumbled upon? This seriously ripped goat. He knew he had to capture it on his phone and share it with everyone. And guess what? The video went crazy viral on Twitter, racking up a whopping 4 million views. People couldn't help but be amazed by the goat's incredible physique. This guy was out in the wilderness filming a video, just minding his own business, when all of a sudden, he sees something bolting towards him like a bat out of hell. And guess what? It's a freaking mountain lion! Yeah, you heard me right. This guy is staring down a big, wild apex predator. But you know what's even crazier? He manages to narrowly escape like a boss. This dude had a seriously close call.
No, you face, dude.
But he lives to tell the tale, and we're all glad he made it out in one piece. Well, on their routine bike ride along steep tracks, a group of bikers encountered a terrifying experience that would haunt them forever. As they ventured deeper into the forest, a strange humanoid creature suddenly emerged from the side of the track and quickly started running away. The sight of the creature caused one of the bikers to lose control and fall off his bike. Shocked, the biker with the camera attempted to chase after the creature, but to his surprise, it vanished into thin air, leaving him bewildered. An incredible video aired on an Indian news channel featuring the most mind-blowing thing ever. A leopard visited a cow every night, and they had their own secret friendship going on while the human snoozed. Upon investigation, it was discovered that the cow had taken care of the leopard when it was a baby, and now the leopard was not ready to let go of its caregiver. How sweet is that? Even though the video is made by an amateur and we don't know who made it, it's perfect for our list. Can you imagine that there's a pterosaur flying in the sky? We know about pterosaurs because of fossils in movies, but we can't see them anymore. But some lucky people saw one and filmed it. I'm happy we have the video. Do you think it's real or just for attention? Most folks would bolt to the side of an alligator, but not these guys. This couple not only keeps one as a pet, but also knows how to make it blush. When the gator struggled to chomp down some grub, it got bashful and decided to give up and take a dip in the water instead. Aw, poor fella. This Ring camera recorded a man walking on the street at night, but just after a few seconds, he appeared to have vanished in thin air. It was in the middle of the camera's view, so we cannot say that he may have walked to the edge of the view. Now, how did this happen and who exactly was the man? This answer remained unknown as the woman whose camera recorded it said she had never seen him before. A year ago, people in Washington saw this weird phenomena happening. A number of fishes were seen crossing the road. Just like you and me, they were all so shocked to see how these salmon fishes were showing this unusual behavior. However, this scenario is the result of the river flooding. What you're seeing are salmon going from a field that they've been washed into, back across the road to get back into the river to continue their journey. This doesn't happen very often, but when it does, some salmon that get washed out do this to make it back. What you're seeing right here is a spider which is newly discovered. When the researchers saw it for the first time flip-flopping its way through the desert, they were astonished. At first, it was thought that something might have triggered such behavior. However, later it was observed that this was a new species, and this spider was unlike all the others, and it only does its cartwheeling when trying to get away from a predator. We don't know what this dog was thinking, but he sure did surprise all the humans with his supernatural ability to walk on the water. Every single person in the party was just left shaken. It almost seems like something out of the movie The Secret Life of Pets. Do you think it could be based on a true story? Ravens are incredible beings and are considered to be one of the smartest birds. But one quality of theirs makes them more special than anyone else, and that is the way they can imitate human voices.
Hi. Hi. Good bird.
For instance, this clip shows a couple recording a raven perched on a stone, then try to make the bird imitate them. But at first, it doesn't seem to care. But then, all of a sudden, the raven starts repeating what they say.
You alright, man? You alright? You alright?
It even says, "I'm alright."
You alright? You alright? You alright? I'm alright.
If you think penguins are just fluffy birds just walking here and there in the coldest regions on the Earth, well, you're wrong, because these penguins are actually having way more fun than any of us. Just that their style of having fun is a little unusual, because what they do love is to poop over one another. Now, I know, it might sound gross and you might go all ew hearing this, but they enjoy it a lot. And who are we to judge, right? Humans and animals have been living together for decades, and this year-long relation has led to us understanding each other pretty much. For instance, take the elephant as an example. Years and years after passing the same road, he has come to know that a truck passes the same road every day with lots of sugarcane. So, what did the elephant decide to do? He decided to take a shortcut to get food and steal from the truck whenever he gets the chance to. These tourists were out looking and admiring the natural beauty when one of them discovered this strange thing happening. He found a waterfall where the water was turning into perfectly round ice balls.
Ice balls.
Don't they just look perfect? And if you're thinking of hitting a friend with it, don't play with them or use them as weapons, because they'll hurt. Bugs are often thought of as tiny creatures that anyone can easily squash, aren't they? However, this particular bug defies that stereotype and proves that size doesn't always equate to weakness. Its grip was one of the most powerful I have ever seen, clinging to the machine with an unyielding force that seemed to say, "Go ahead and try to break free." Isn't that truly remarkable? This kangaroo was stuck and had come to the conclusion that he cannot do anything about his situation and needs the help of humans. That is why he did not resist or punch the men who came to help him. Instead, after getting saved and safely on the land, he stood there, calmly waiting for the humans to shake his hand.
Oh, he's thanking ya.
Such bizarre creatures. Not especially friendly, but impossible not to love. So this photographer thought she'd get some cool shots of these seals up close by laying low on the ground. But one of the seals spotted her and decided to check out what's going on. Next thing you know, this huge baby elephant seal is flopping over to investigate. And before she knows it, she's getting squished. Apparently, the seal weighed over 100 kilograms. But the best part is, she and her husband couldn't stop laughing even though she was flattened like a pancake. Have you seen this video where a photographer was trying to capture some pictures of meerkats in their natural habitat? Well, the meerkats were not too happy being ignored, and they decided to check out the photographer instead. They climbed up on his head, back, and even his camera. These moments were called magic moments by the BBC, and we totally get why. This video features a man showing off his cartwheeling skills in front of a dolphin enclosure. At first, one curious dolphin tried to imitate him, but gave up after one attempt. But then another dolphin arrived and was totally into it. She mimicked every single cartwheel the man did, as if she was trying to impress him. I mean, who knew? Maybe the dolphin did get a crush on the man, right?
This is so cool. This is... Oh my god.
Be it monkeys, chimps, or gorillas, they are all said to be the most intelligent animals on Earth. And they imitate humans almost perfectly. For instance, see this one chimp who was recorded by a camera washing a cloth. Then it cleaned its hands and face with it. The caretakers had no idea where the animal had picked up this habit. According to them, no one ever did anything like that in front of the chimp. But then, where did he learn that? Take a look at this unlikely pair taking a leisurely walk through the woods. It's a lion and a deer. Can you imagine? This trail cam clip is truly special, considering lions are notorious predators and rulers of the jungle. Yet here we witness a deer fearlessly following a lion, as if they're old chums or something. Who knows what really happens in the animal world? But one thing is certain. This video is guaranteed to brighten your day and put a smile on your face. What you're seeing right here might look like a worm to you, but just look at its fang-type teeth and the whole head. This is not a worm, folks. It is called a caecilian, and these are amphibians. Yep, just like frogs. They just lack arms and legs. But as they lack, their nature made them the only amphibians to have fangs. Have you ever heard of a fishing cat? No, it's not a cat that likes to go fishing with a rod and reel. These adorable felines are the only ones in the world that specialize in catching fish. While other cats may nibble on a fish occasionally, these guys are pros at it. Found in South Asia, fishing cats are known for their unique hunting style. They dive face first into the water to ambush their prey. This video shows two turtles hanging out together, when suddenly one of them flips over and can't get back on its feet. But what happens next is truly heartwarming. The other turtle comes to the rescue and uses its head to push and help the struggling one roll back over. This behavior has been seen among turtles a lot of times. When one rolls over the other, one comes running to help. This amazing chimp was seen sweeping the floor in his cage with a broom. It's incredible, right? According to his caretaker, the chimp learned this behavior by simply watching them sweep the floor. Apparently, she's usually the one cleaning up the enclosure, but this clever chimp decided to lend a hand. This man was sitting in the woods minding his own business when this little guy decided to come up to him and give some company. What did he want in return? Just some scratches under his neck. That is all the payment needed for such nice company. And look at that cute face. Every time I hear about catfish, they're always doing something wild. Now in India, these slippery swimmers are taking to land and learning how to walk. Don't they have enough space in the vast ocean? Apparently not, as they venture onto land in search of grub. I don't know about you, but to me it's kind of freaky to see so many of them scurrying about. What a strange sight. If you thought sloths were nothing but lazy critters, prepare to have your mind blown. Because it turns out they can move pretty darn fast when they want to. I mean, check out the footage of those little guys attacking those humans with lightning speed. Honestly, it's probably best to give them their space and let them do their sloth thing without disturbing them. Who knew these seemingly laid-back animals had such a surprising burst of energy in them? While on their routine bike ride along steep tracks, a group of bikers encountered a terrifying experience that would haunt them forever. As they ventured deeper into the forest, a strange humanoid creature suddenly emerged from the side of the track and quickly started running away. The sight of the creature caused one of the bikers to lose control and fall off his bike. Shocked, the biker with the camera attempted to chase after the creature, but to his surprise, it vanished into thin air, leaving him bewildered. As Vincent Vajera was enjoying a leisurely fishing trip off the coast of California, he got an unexpected visitor, a friendly seal who decided to hop aboard his kayak. Initially, Vincent was a bit startled, but he quickly realized that the seal just wanted a hug. The adorable creature snuggled up to Vincent and refused to leave, creating a heartwarming moment that was caught on camera.
Here's my new friend. He jumped aboard out at the bridge.
Despite several attempts to coax the seal back into the water, the little guy just wanted to stay and hang out with his new friends. Check out this crazy footage captured by some guys in Israel. They managed to catch what looks like a real-life mermaid on camera. The quality isn't great, but you can totally see the creature chilling on a rock before diving back into the water when it notices the guys creeping up.
Oh my god! What is that?
Do you think this thing was the real deal or just some kind of hoax? We want to hear your thoughts. When a wildlife channel placed cameras in the jungle, their goal was to capture footage of animals being themselves. What they didn't expect was to witness bears shaking their behinds and moving like Shakira in the woods. Just like us humans, bears get itchy sometimes. But unlike us, they scratch their backs on trees, and they absolutely love doing it. I mean, look at them. You won't believe what I just saw in this video. So it was late at night, and this guy was driving his usual route when he came across something super creepy. He was like, nope, I'm turning back and getting out of here. There was this ghostly woman in the middle of the road, holding a knife, and she was actually stabbing herself. Can you imagine? What would you do if you witnessed that? There was a French photographer who decided to set up a camera and a big mirror in the middle of the jungle. He wanted to see how the animals would react to their own reflections. And guess what? It turned out way crazier than he expected. The leopard couldn't get enough of itself. The gorilla saw it as a chance to have a fight with its own reflection. And the elephant didn't really care much. But the chimpanzees, oh boy, they had a blast checking themselves out while scratching. Imagine there's a dock and out of nowhere a mermaid shows up. She looks all confused, swimming back and forth like she's trying to find her way to the water. But here's the strange part. There were people around, and they didn't do anything. I mean, come on, if I saw a mermaid, I'd be freaking out. You'd think someone would have called the authorities or something. Now, there's a big debate about whether this video is real or edited. Nobody really knows for sure. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Imagine if the magical world from the books and movies were actually real. Well, after watching this video of a creature that looks just like Dobby, I can't help but wonder if there's a hidden realm of magic out there that we humans don't know about. This creature was doing some kind of funky dance with its thin legs, and trust me, it definitely wasn't a human or some kid doing a chicken dance. Have you seen this bizarre video that's been going around? It's super short, but it shows this seriously weird creature on a random trail in the middle of nowhere. It's hard to make out what it is, but it kind of resembles a woman with a really strange posture. The thing is all muddy or dark brown and crawling around, scratching the ground with its long, skinny fingers. It also has something pointy sticking out of its head and seems to be crying. You know those pesky raccoons in North America that are always causing trouble for humans? Well, turns out they can annoy bucks too. In this video, these little thieves were initially tolerated as they stole food from the fields. But after a while, the buck's patience reached its limit. The food was running out, but the raccoons just kept showing up. There were so many raccoons, and they were so stubborn that the deer felt overwhelmed and decided to take matters into its own hooves. Apparently, a baby dinosaur or something that looks like it was spotted running around the city on CCTV footage. It's got us all wondering, could it be possible that dinosaurs still exist? I mean, how crazy would that be? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think it's legit or just a prank? Whether it's alligators or crocodiles, we've always seen them as fierce predators. But have you ever wondered what these reptiles do when they think no one's watching? Well, picture this. A gator lazily floating around in a pool, seemingly enjoying the refreshing water. It's almost like they're having a chill moment, just vibing with themselves. Seeing them like this, it's hard not to find them kinda cute, right? On Christmas Island in the Indian Ocean, a spectacular natural phenomenon takes place every year. Millions of red crabs embark on an epic journey from the forest to the coast to mate. This journey begins during the rainy season and is protected by park rangers who block off roads and construct temporary fences along the migration path. As the crabs reach the coast, they engage in a frenzied mating ritual before the females lay up to 10,000 eggs each. The island becomes a sea of red as the crabs cover the landscape, creating a breathtaking and unforgettable sight. This spooky video was recorded in Mexico in 2006. You can see a mysterious figure flying through the sky on a broomstick. Some people think it's a witch, The locals had been talking about these witches for ages, but nobody had any proof until this footage was taken. The witch's flight looks a bit shaky, so maybe she's a new witch still practicing her flying skills. In a terrifying encounter in Alberta, Canada, a man captured a video that appears to unveil an enormous creature, potentially belonging to a tribe of colossal beings native to the region, leisurely walking atop of a mountain without any visible means of support. The shadowy figure is of such immense size that it was noticed by 2 individuals during their usual commute. A multitude of individuals are now filled with curiosity, questioning the validity of the legends surrounding giants in this area. Could it be that there's something far more sinister lurking within the mysterious Alberta mountains? The Rake is a popular creepy urban legend, similar to Slender Man, about a humanoid creature that attacks people. In a video posted by a man on July 25, 2011, filmed near the Hudson Bridge, he heard strange noises on his roof and decided to go check out what was happening while recording it all. While exploring, he unexpectedly falls off the roof, even though he was not injured or anything. The footage revealed a terrifying creature staring back at him later, leaving us all to imagine, was that really a rake?
Hello? Oh my god.
Let's check out this clip captured on a home security camera outside a house. You can hear faint footsteps before a blurry figure appears and moves across the screen. Since the video quality is poor, it's hard to make out any details. Is it a prowler, or could it be something paranormal? Upon closer inspection, the figure seems to briefly disappear when it reaches the center of the screen. This leaves us wondering if it's just a camera glitch, or if there's something more sinister going on. This video was recorded by a group of friends who were looking for ghosts and other unusual beings they thought that would be present there. And that's exactly what they happened to come across. They were hearing strange noises, and when they went deeper into the forest to investigate, they saw a weird creature staring at them from behind the tree. As soon as they spotted it, it disappeared.
Oh shit! My god.
A weird black smoke-like being is what appears in this video, and this happened when an arrest was going on in Florida. Neither the police officers nor the other man had any idea about it. They remained oblivious to the thing, but the guy recording it was surely freaked out. Riding through the peaceful forest, a lone biker suddenly comes across a strange and mysterious creature. As a cyclist gets closer to a narrow trail surrounded by tall walls, a weird and otherworldly being jumps down from the wall and almost crashes into the biker. Surprised, the cyclist stops to look for the creature, but it has disappeared without a trace. Because of its strange look and incredible speed, it's hard to figure out exactly what this creature could be. There was a French photographer who decided to set up a camera and a big mirror in the middle of the jungle. He wanted to see how the animals would react to their own reflections. And guess what? It turned out way crazier than he expected. The leopard couldn't get enough of itself. The gorilla saw it as a chance to have a fight with its own reflection. And the elephant didn't really care much. But the chimpanzees, oh boy, they had a blast checking themselves out while scratching. In this funny incident, a bear trespassed onto someone's property at night and tried to snack on some chickens. It attempted to break into the chicken coop, but got startled by a strange voice and decided to run away as fast as possible. Turns out, the owner, Haley, woke up in the middle of the night and shouted at the bear from a window to scare it off. Now let's talk about hellhounds. These supernatural dogs are supposed to guard the gates of hell. Ancient Greece had stories about them, including one about a three-headed dog named Cerberus. Legend has it that if you look into its eyes 3 times or more, you'll drop dead on the spot. In this video from the TV show Mountain Monsters, they claim to have captured a real-life hellhound. The host interviewed a guy who said he caught the elusive creature on tape. The footage shows a black 4-legged beast. People all over the world are going crazy over it, wondering if this video is legit or not. You know those mythical creatures called centaurs? They're like humans with a horse's body. Well, check out this newborn goat from Argentina. It has a face that looks human. When the folks in the town saw it, they thought something magical must have been involved in its birth. Some say it's just a weird birth defect, but most people are calling it a real-life centaur. We've seen some bizarre animal videos on the internet, but nothing quite like this goat with a human-like face. In July 2008 in New York, two friends were out to take a walk along the shore, not knowing what was about to come next. Lying a few feet away was a dead creature that no one had ever seen before. It was the size of a small dog, a beak like a chicken, and a tail again like a dog. It was hairless but had small patches of hair on it. They posted the picture they took later on the internet, and everyone was left shocked with not even a single person giving a logical explanation. Have you ever seen a super buff goat? If you haven't, we're about to show you something awesome. So this guy was out hiking in the mountains, just enjoying nature and all that. And guess what he stumbled upon? This seriously ripped goat. He knew he had to capture it on his phone and share it with everyone. And guess what? The video went crazy viral on Twitter, racking up a whopping 4 million views. People couldn't help but be amazed by the goat's incredible physique. It's small like a squirrel, but its face is more like a monkey, you know? A farmer caught it on camera while wandering around the woods, but we're clueless about what it actually is. If any of you have any bright ideas, let us in on the secret, okay? It's a bit fuzzy and low res, but what it captures is absolutely unbelievable. Picture this: a creature with a head shaped like a hammer suddenly pops up on a camper's roof, screams its lungs out, and then vanishes into thin air. Some folks thought it resembled a dog, while others said a monkey, but honestly, it didn't look like any of those critters to us. So what the heck was it? Nobody knows. Unlike most of the videos in today's list, this one was recorded in a home where three guys were talking while lightly playing with a ball. And that is when a short black witch-like thing appeared out of nowhere and went past them in a hurry, which scared the boys quite a lot. When it was uploaded on the internet, some said it was definitely a witch, while others couldn't help but think it was a fake video. And this one is a very short video, but creepy nonetheless. While the little kid enjoyed her swing, we see a tiny creature running from somewhere behind her. Was it a dwarf, or a ghost, or something more mischievous and scary? I guess we will never know. A man was out driving at night to get to his home, and while he was halfway through, he saw something quite creepy. A woman dressed in fancy clothing was walking on the road. Since she was too far, we can't clearly make out of her dressing, but that's what the man said. Even though he stood there for a few minutes, the woman did not come near. She just kept walking in that area. What if you were in a cemetery visiting a loved one and you encountered a weird man who disappeared behind a pole? Well, that's exactly what happened to this man, and he approached the spot to see where the man had gone, but no one was there. So he hurried back home with 1,000 questions swirling in his mind and a great deal of fear in his heart. In a terrifying encounter in Alberta, Canada, a man captured a video that appears to unveil an enormous creature, potentially belonging to a tribe of colossal beings native to the region, leisurely walking atop of a mountain without any visible means of support. The shadowy figure is of such immense size that it was noticed by two individuals during their usual commute. A multitude of individuals are now filled with curiosity, questioning the validity of the legends surrounding giants in this area. Could it be that there's something far more sinister lurking within the mysterious Alberta mountains? This video was recorded in China and has caused controversy since then. Some say that the mermaid in the video is real, and there have been numerous sightings of mermaids in the area, while others refuse to believe it, saying it is nothing but fake. There have been no comments by the authorities, so we can't be sure. But what if it is real? This scary video was recorded in the woods where a little ghost dressed as a human was seen hopping around. But wait until it turns towards the camera, and that's when you see that the little ghost is a dog dressed as a little girl and was just annoying some peaceful moments in the woods. This video was uploaded a few years back on YouTube and scared the whole world. It shows what appears to be two girls in skirts, one holding the other one and smashing her here and there while walking on a wall. For me, it is the most terrifying clip out there. The woman was enjoying her peaceful sleep in her room when she heard weird noises. As she woke up, she saw this weird as hell goat coming into her room. But things weren't very scary until the goat opened its mouth. If it were me, I wouldn't know what I would have done. Seriously. Are mermaids actually not real, or are these scientists and experts hiding things from us? Because there's a hell of a lot of proof out there that shows they might be real. Just like this video where a dead mermaid is being filmed by a man. Maybe it isn't like what we all have imagined, but it is the closest anything could get to a definition of a mermaid. This clip was recorded in 2018 and was posted on the internet with a caption saying, "Ghost caught on camera." However, if you look closely, it only looks like a kid trying to sneak into a home. And then there's another kid sitting there. And not just that, we see a ghost walking on the roof too. So what do you guys think? Isn't that creepy? In July 2022, something strange happened in a hospital. While we see people waiting in the lobby, a surgeon appears, scared as hell, and runs away, tripping here and there. The people there did not give it much importance until they see a wheelchair coming from the left, and then it turns towards them on its own. That's when they knew it wasn't something funny. It was a haunted hospital. While driving on the Queensland Highway, the driver had no idea something surprising was about to happen. As he kept driving, he noticed something strange on the side of the road. To his surprise, he and other people saw a ghostly figure standing right in the middle of the road. The ghost looked like a pure white child floating just a little bit above the ground. This spooky sighting became famous and many people started calling it the Ghost Child. However, some people who didn't believe in ghosts argued that it might not be real. Farmers in Puerto Rico were getting worried as their animals kept getting attacked by an unknown predator. Investigators tried to figure out what it was, but they couldn't find any clues. Initially, people thought it was a wolf, but the footprints didn't match. Some people claimed to have seen something like an ape and called it a Chupacabra. It mostly targeted goats. The whole situation was scary and kept everyone on edge. And even though it happened a few years ago, the mystery remains unsolved. In South Africa, a strange creature has been spotted roaming around town. It looks like a mix of a man and a dog, and it lives and eats with other dogs. There are many rumors and fears surrounding it, but nobody has been able to get close and learn more. We only have blurry camera footage of it walking with its furry friends. The big question is whether it's just a man with mental issues or something more unusual. Let us know your thoughts. Imagine you're a farmer, excited to start your day and work in the field with your animals. But when you arrive, this is what you see. Not a pleasant sight, right? Well, that's exactly what happened to this farmer who encountered the world's largest bat in his field. It's so big that people refer to it as the flying fox. Now, let's watch this astonishing video from China where a fish was discovered that has a face resembling a human's. The video became extremely popular in November 2019, and people were completely startled. Some people believe it was a carp with a face that looked like a human's, but we can't be certain. Although the video is authentic, it's possible that the way the fish's scales appear on the camera's angle might have created that illusion. What do you think? We all adore dogs, right? But have you seen Stucky, the dog that got mummified? A farmer discovered this well-preserved dog while working in the forest and cutting down trees. Trapped inside a tree trunk, he was protected from predators, insects, and the weather. How did this occur, you may wonder? It's a mystery. Some theories propose that the dog might have become trapped and died while inside the oak tree. Whatever the reason, it's truly astonishing to witness how well nature can preserve things. Take a look at the picture of Stucky, and you'll understand why it's simultaneously eerie and magnificent. Get ready to be amazed by something incredible, straight from the farm. If you love horses and think they're the most gentle creatures, you might want to take a seat for this. In this video, we witness a horse doing something unexpected, devouring a family of chickens by eating one of the little chicks. The mother chicken tries her best to protect her offspring, but she's no match for the enormous horse. It's shocking to observe such behavior from a seemingly peaceful animal, but it serves as a reminder that animals can surprise us in various ways. Trail cameras mounted on trees recording animals is an old thing now. Spy cameras dressed and set as actual animals is the new thing now, and we see that in this video, which shows a spy gorilla camera in action. At first, the clan thought it to be weird and had to do a little inspection before they made the decision that the gorilla is no harm, so they'll let it stay. And that's when the camera recorded the beautiful moments of the gorilla family. Wolves are always considered to be the ferocious, the dangerous, the stay-away type animals. But these wolves, I don't want to stay away from them. Looking at the way they're all cuddling and kissing each other, don't they look like the most adorable beings right here? What do you guys think? The giant lizard that's basically a real-life dragon. These guys are massive. They're the largest living lizards in the world, and their venomous saliva is no joke. If they bite you, you can end up paralyzed or even dead. And let's not forget about those sharp claws and teeth. They're fierce predators that don't mess around. In fact, they've been known to attack and even kill humans who get too close. So if you ever find yourself in the presence of a Komodo dragon, just remember to keep your distance and give them the space they deserve. Otherwise, you might end up regretting it. If you ever find yourself face to face with a Nile crocodile in the wild, you better watch out. These big guys are not to be messed with. They are one of the largest crocodile species in the world and have a reputation for being quite aggressive. They've been known to attack humans and other animals without much warning. So it's best to keep your distance. Cone snail. This is a little guy that you might not expect to be dangerous. The cone snail. These colorful little snails might seem harmless, but don't let their size fool you. They pack a venomous punch that can cause paralysis and even death. I mean, talk about a small but mighty creature. So if you're ever strolling along the beach and come across a cone snail, be sure to admire it from a safe distance. After all, you never know what could be lurking beneath that pretty shell. These guys are some of the deadliest snakes on the planet, and they can grow up to a whopping 18 feet long. That's longer than most cars, people! And let's not forget about their venom. It's no joke. If they bite you, you could end up with respiratory failure and possibly even death. So if you ever come across a king cobra in the wild, just remember to give them the space they deserve and admire them from a safe distance. After all, it's better to be alive and well than up close and personal with one of these deadly snakes. This little dude may be small, but trust me, it's a ninja in disguise. Its venom is like a 1-2 punch that can knock you out and even kill you in just a matter of minutes. Those blue rings on its body may look cool, but they're actually a warning sign that says back off. If you see one of these guys while you're out swimming or diving, keep your distance and give it some space. But let's be real here. As dangerous as they may be, blue-ringed octopuses are still pretty fascinating creatures. Just don't let their small size fool you. They pack a deadly punch. The cassowary is usually known for its striking appearance, with its bright blue head and neck and a large bony protrusion on its head called a casque. However, these birds are also incredibly dangerous, with sharp claws on their feet that can cause serious injury or even death. Cassowaries are also known to be territorial and can become aggressive if they feel threatened. And when they do, get ready to run as fast as you can and as long as you can, because they will follow you as long as they can. Get ready to meet the Usain Bolt of the snake world, the black mamba. This slithery speedster is the fastest snake in the world, and with a name like Mamba, you know it's not something to mess with. So if you ever find yourself face to face with a black mamba, just remember to give them their space and back away slowly. Trust me, you don't want to challenge this sprinting serpent to a race. You know those pesky bugs that buzz around your ear and leave you itching and scratching all over? Yeah, those are mosquitoes, and don't let their small size fool you. These little bloodsuckers are responsible for more human deaths than any other animal on the planet. How, you ask? By transmitting deadly diseases like malaria, dengue fever, and Zika virus. Trust me, you don't want to mess with these tiny terrors. So next time you hear that high-pitched whine, grab the bug spray and protect yourself from the deadliest animal on Earth, the mosquito. If you thought getting a paper cut was painful, wait until you hear about the stonefish. This little fish may not look like much, but it packs a punch with its venomous spines that can cause excruciating pain, paralysis, and get this, The venom is so potent that victims have been known to beg for amputation just to stop the pain. So next time you're out snorkeling, be sure to watch where you step, or you might end up with a nasty surprise from the deadliest fish in the world, the stonefish. This 8-legged terror is a master of disguise, blending in with its surroundings and striking when you least expect it. Its venom is like a slow-acting time bomb, silently eating away at your flesh until it's too late to stop it. And don't be fooled by their size. These tiny terrors can bring down a full-grown adult with just one bite. So watch where you step and check your shoes before putting them on, because the brown recluse could be waiting to strike at any moment. Stay safe, my friends. You know what's scarier than a shark in a horror movie? A real-life great white shark! These bad boys can grow up to 20 feet long and have a bite force that can crush bones. And let's not forget about their famous razor-sharp teeth. One bite from these guys can be deadly. So the next time you're swimming in the ocean, remember to keep your eyes peeled for the great white shark, the ultimate predator of the sea. These pesky little creatures are found all over Australia, and their bite can be a real pain. Their venom is no joke. It can make you feel like your whole body's on fire. That's why it's important to keep an eye out for these sneaky spiders and make sure you're not their next victim. But here's the thing. As much as we may dislike them, redback spiders are actually pretty fascinating creatures. They're part of the widow spider family, and their females are notorious for eating their male counterparts after mating. Talk about a bad breakup. Check out the tiger shark, a big bad predator of the ocean. These bad boys have been known to attack humans and are one of the most dangerous sharks out there. With their razor-sharp teeth and incredible hunting abilities, they're a force to be reckoned with. If you see one in the water, it's best to give them plenty of space and let them do their thing. Africa's version of the Hulk. These big boys can weigh up to a whopping 2,000 pounds, making them one of the biggest and baddest creatures out there. And here's the thing, they're not afraid to throw down. They've been known to take on lions and even humans, and let me tell you, you don't want to mess with them. That's why they're also known as the Black Death. So if you ever find yourself face to face with one of these beasts, just remember to give them plenty of space and respect. This little dude might look like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, but trust me, it's 100% real and 100% not to be messed with. Why? Because it's one of the only venomous lizards out there. That's right, this sneaky little guy packs a bite that can cause some serious pain and swelling. But here's where things get mysterious. Nobody really knows why it's venomous. Is it for hunting? Self-defense? Who knows? All we do know is that if you ever come across a Gila monster, it's best to give it some space. After all, you don't want to end up on the receiving end of a venomous bite from this cool but dangerous lizard. Did you know that the Sydney funnel-web spider is basically the Australian funnel-web spider's BFF? And let me tell you, their venom is no joke. It can knock you out faster than a kangaroo bouncing on a trampoline. Plus, if you get bitten by one of these creepy crawlies, you could end up with respiratory failure or even die. So make sure you steer clear of these 8-legged critters if you happen to come across them. Safety first, folks. The gentle giants that can turn into raging beasts. Now, I know we all love these intelligent and majestic creatures, but let's not forget they're also one of the biggest and most powerful animals on land. And when they feel threatened, they're not afraid to throw down. They've been known to attack and even kill humans who got too close to their turf. So if you're ever in the presence of an elephant, be sure to give them their space and show them the respect they deserve. Trust me, it's better to be safe than sorry when it comes to these big guys. If you're not a fan of snakes, then you better steer clear of the inland taipan, mate. This snake is not to be messed with, as it's considered the most venomous snake in the world. Its venom is so deadly that it can cause multiple organ failure and can kill a human in less than an hour. Talk about fierce. Despite its fearsome reputation, the inland taipan is actually a pretty fascinating creature. It has an incredible sense of smell and can detect prey from miles away. Plus, its venom is being studied for its potential to help treat certain medical conditions. Who knew this lethal creature could have a softer side? This image shows a huge predator of the world of water, with its weird horrifying mask and tentacles showing. We also see a boat nearby comparing, which we can see how big the size of the creature is. But well, no matter how creepy this may look, it's not real. Instead, it is an image created through Photoshop. Still, with the ocean being only 3% discovered, who knows? Maybe this actually might be real too. What do you guys think about it? This crocodile is like the Hulk of the animal kingdom. It's one tough customer. And let me tell you, if you ever find yourself in its neck of the woods, you better watch your back. This bad boy has been known to attack humans, so you don't want to mess with it. I mean, just imagine coming face to face with a creature that's built like a tank, has jaws that could crush a car, and is just itching for a fight. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that one, so if you're planning a trip to South America, make sure you steer clear of this feisty dude's territory. If you think you're the only one crushing hard on all those Korean oppas, well, you're wrong, because it isn't just us humans, but these beluga whales too who love Korean men. This beluga whale has such a big crush on her trainer that it refuses to kiss anyone else but him. And waits all day for just him to come to her and play with her. The other two males have to be separated from her because they like her so much that she finds them annoying. This guy was out in the wilderness filming a video, just minding his own business, when all of a sudden, he sees something bolting towards him like a bat out of hell. And guess what? It's a freaking mountain lion! Yeah, you heard me right. This guy is staring down a big, wild apex predator. But you know what's even crazier? He manages to narrowly escape like a boss. This dude had a seriously close call.
No, you face, dude.
But he lives to tell the tale, and we're all glad he made it out in one piece. This little guy had his hands burnt in a forest fire and didn't know what to do. So he came to the humans for help. And lucky for him, this kind woman was there to lend a hand. It's incredible how calm and trusting the kangaroo is while the woman tends to his wounds. So this girl was snowboarding as usual, but then something unexpected happened to her. She was singing a song while getting on her board, and once ready, she started riding. Suddenly, she noticed a glimpse of a bear chasing her from behind, but she didn't fully comprehend what was going on. Thankfully, the girl was quick enough to escape the bear and unknowingly saved her life. This weird little thing was recorded deep underwater, transforming into different shapes. The researchers, the people on the internet, in fact, every single person who saw this was shocked to his core, wondering what this creature could have been and what other superpowers it might hold. Could this be an alien? I mean, I can't help but wonder, you know? An incredible video aired on an Indian news channel featuring the most mind-blowing thing ever. A leopard visited a cow every night, and they had their own secret friendship going on while the humans snoozed. Upon investigation, it was discovered that the cow had taken care of the leopard when it was a baby, and now the leopard was not ready to let go of its caregiver. How sweet is that? So these scientists saw a super weird fish and were totally confused. But then something crazy happened. The fish suddenly shrunk its mouth down really fast, and everyone was shocked. It turns out that the fish is called a gulper eel, and it has a special kind of mouth that can puff up to eat big things. This fish is really interesting because of its cool mouth and the way it moves around. Overall, it's pretty amazing. The secrets hidden in the deep forest seems endless, and we never know what we might find. Recently, a trail camera in Vietnam caught a glimpse of a rare two-tone mouse deer that scientists thought had vanished 30 years ago. It was strolling around leisurely as if it owned the place. It's amazing that some of these unique animals have managed to escape hunters and predators, giving them a chance to flourish in their natural environment. Have you ever heard of flying snakes? Yeah, you heard that right. Flying snakes. A viral video making the rounds on the internet recently showed these slithering creatures taking to the skies. But don't worry, they're not flapping their wings or anything. They're actually gliding through the air. These incredible creatures known as Chrysopelia have the ability to contort their bodies and flatten their ribs to cover a significant distance after launching themselves into the air. It's an amazing feat that allows them to travel between trees with ease. Who knew snakes could fly? This pelican was recorded by a man trying to eat a capybara. I mean, we know and I know that he knows that the capybara is too big for him, but no, that won't stop him from doing that. And then he is just left all embarrassed because he did not succeed. Imagine you're out scuba diving and when you surface for air, you discover an octopus that won't let go of your back. In a recent video, a diver experienced this unexpected surprise and was trying everything he could to shake off the clingy cephalopod. Despite moving in different directions, the octopus wouldn't budge, and the diver started feeling uncomfortable with its sharp beak and sticky suckers. Perhaps the octopus just wanted a hug. What do you think? As the driver was cruising down the Queensland highway, little did he know that he was in for a surprise. As he continued driving, he spotted something unusual on the side of the road. To his shock, he and other onlookers saw a ghostly figure standing in the middle of the road. The ghost, which appeared to be a pure white child, was just a few inches above the ground. The eerie sighting quickly gained fame and was dubbed the Ghost Child by many. However, some skeptics argued that it might have been just a human baby who happened to wander in the middle of the road. Okay, so I've got a creepy story for you. A girl was taking a break near the harbor when out of nowhere, a sea lion popped up, grabbed her, and dragged her into the water. Her family and bystanders freaked out, but luckily, a brave dude jumped in and rescued her. It was a shocking incident because sea lions usually don't attack people without a reason. Well, that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon for getting updates related to our latest videos.
Go, 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 go.
Господи! Ой ты, батюшки мои, боже!
Oh my God! What is that?
While the couple was on vacation having a good time, they were not expecting such a disaster to happen. While taking a selfie together, their camera happened to capture a huge gorilla clinging on a tower behind them. Was it a real King Kong? Are they real? Or is it just an altered video? What do you guys think? We can even see them freaking out and everyone running to save their lives. So, what exactly happened here? Did a 23 ABC viewer's Ring camera capture a UFO on video in Southwest Bakersfield? A 23 ABC viewer from Southwest Bakersfield sent us a video of an unknown object flying through the sky. Bakersfield resident Tim Harvey sent us this video from his Ring camera. It is unknown to all. We do not know whether it's a creature or some cosmic object. In seconds, it just whips and leaves the tail behind. Imagine the fear of a man who came for a camping trip, but woke up to see a lion outside his tent. Hang on, because that's not the end. 2 more lions are standing beside it. Knowing the danger, he wisely chooses to remain quiet, not wanting to draw attention to himself. We even avoid imagining ourselves in the place of that man. Deep in the jungle unfolds a heart-wrenching scene. Just look at the scared girl standing close to 2 deer. One deer looks straight into the eyes of the girl with curiosity. It raises the question of what possible secret can these 2 share? Or maybe the deer are considering the girl to be prey. Meanwhile, the other deer locks eyes with the camera, as if acknowledging its presence, drawing us into the world. Gardner, Kansas is known to have a mountain lion, so some people decided to install 2 trail cameras, and they saw some unexpected weird images. A gorilla engaged in a bloody struggle with a terrifying being. To our surprise, a mysterious entity that appeared to be a human and wolf moved through the area using a walker. The search for the mountain lion took an unexpected turn, entangling it in a strange, wild encounter. Trail cams are usually meant to capture animals in their natural habitat, living their lives. But sometimes, these cameras end up capturing some otherworldly beings as well. For instance, this trail cam caught a ghostly white shadow. According to the owner of the camera, it was a ghost and had freaked him out when he saw it. but most of the viewers weren't really convinced, saying that it was just editing. On our way forward to disturbing trail footage, we found a mysterious creature. It is very strange and unique. Some have speculated it to be a man in a suit, while others think it is a Tasmanian devil. Whatever this creature is, it's got everyone scared. It is black in color and tries to hide itself from the camera. Many believe it to be a dog man. This footage has raised a lot of questions, and everyone out there is speculating about it. Not just one, but multiple people in India recorded this man dressed in all white wandering above the roof of a building. The massive size and the weird way it moved made people actually believe that it was a ghost. And to be very honest, if I see such a thing walking on a high roof of buildings, I'd be freaked out too. Well, the police were informed, and for now, they're investigating the matter. Until today, they have gotten no lead to who the man could be. We have explored some very creepy and strange captures on trail cams. The weird creature resembles a dog, so many have speculated it to be a Chupacabra. It is basically a goat sucker because it feeds on livestock. Look at the long, slender body with an extra long tail. Isn't this giving chills down your spine? It has now turned out to be a realm of mysterious and unknown creatures. This mind-blowing trail footage unravels an unexplained creature. It is a black creature with 4 legs and white, shining eyes, which makes it hard to identify it. Just look at the scary eyes of this animal. On top of that, this video was captured in the dark night with some horror sounds of these wild creatures in the back. With every inch closer to this animal, it gets more horrifying to see. At first, it looked like an old man walking on the road, so the men in the car decided to slow down a bit and see if he needed any help. But as they do that and call him out, he slows down and starts moving quite creepily. He does not move aside, nor does he turn to look at them. The video ends there, so we have no idea what happened to them. But if it wasn't just an old man, then I don't think what would have happened there was something we could discuss. When this couple came home, they heard creepy noises coming out of the bedroom, and when they went there, they saw a little girl sitting with her head covered with the bedsheet. As the woman moved forward and removed the sheet from her bed, not just her, but all of us were freaked out. The girl's head was all black and gray, like she'd been dead or something. And when this wasn't enough, her head fell down, leaving her headless. Who was that girl? What happened after? We have no idea. With every step deeper into the wilderness, we come across a strange animal. This time, it's a perplexing sight again. A brown, hairy figure emerges from the river. It is carrying a small animal in its arms. Some people think it is a heavy-set man with a lot of fishing gear and waders on. Others speculate it is a mysterious creature, aka Bigfoot, with a fish in hand. And the appearance is not like a human, so there's a possibility that anything can be true. Let us know what you think. Take a look at this amusing short video of a large bear showing its playful side. It displays its playful attitude by sticking its tongue out with a cheeky look. We laugh in response to that bear's amusing action. A mischievous being is caught red-handed, this time on a trail camera. It is a video of an olive baboon wrestling with the trail camera. It seems like he knows how to fix the camera and is adjusting it to record a video. But don't worry, the camera was tied down tight, so the baboon couldn't make off with it, no matter how hard it tried. We found something paranormal for you in the Russian forest. A little girl is floating in the air, and a woman is standing on Earth right beside her. Could this be a witch mother and child practicing their magic? Aren't you amazed by the magical powers of this levitating girl? They both ran away, seeing the camera approaching them. This photo can scare you all. We believe it to be a photo of a monster trying to hide its face with a veil. The dark night intensifies the details of the monster. What lies beneath that concealed face? Come along with us as we set out on a quest to discover the mystery surrounding this frightening creature. But be careful, once revealed, the monster's face can frighten you in your sleep for the rest of time. You'll be surprised to know that this trail camera captured 3 mountain lions standing on a stick. You may think it is artificially created because how can 3 lions stand on a stick? But believe me, this camera found this incredible shot. The first lion is roaring and the last 2 are gazing with shining eyes. Stay tuned to our journey into the wild as we explore the world of these magnificent creatures. A woman was driving when her car broke down and she had to go into the woods. However, as she went along and over the bridge, what she saw looked like something straight out of a horror movie. A woman dressed in black dress was going somewhere with her head downwards. And this wasn't it. If we move back to the start of the video, we can also see someone hiding behind the tree as soon as the camera turns toward it. Can this video get any more creepy? It isn't always us humans who can sense danger. Sometimes it's the animals who do that too. For instance, this horse did when he refused to move forward. The man couldn't really make it why the horse was behaving like that until he moved the camera towards the trees and spotted a creepy looking thing at him from behind them. Just a second passes and the creature disappears. But what exactly was that? I guess we will never know. Now, the owner of this clip says it's from a trail cam, but the way the camera's moving, I can see that this is not a trail cam. However, that doesn't mean the clip is any less creepy. If you pay attention, you can see a swing on the left side of the video, and the swing was seen moving on its own. There was no one to move it. So, was it a ghost swinging, or was it something else? Maybe the picture captured on this trail is of a man, or maybe it's not. The way he's standing doesn't look like a normal human being. But in that case, what was it? Have aliens resided in the deep dark woods? Or is it something more creepy and more eerie than aliens? Figure like a human wearing shorts too, but the face and the color and texture of the skin points to this creature being just something else. But was it a Bigfoot? Or are there other creepy and deadly creatures lurking in the woods? And this trail cam just happened to capture one. What do you think? On the 12th of May, 2023, a huge insectoid was recorded lurking on the road of Mexico. People got all freaked out upon seeing such a thing. And the weirdest thing is that the creature wasn't somewhere hidden in the dark or anything. Instead, it was out in the streets, in front of the traffic, and everywhere. Was it real? And if it was, then God knows what's gonna come next. Fairy is what most of the people are calling this creature, which was captured on a trail cam. But it could be an insect too. According to the owner of the trail cam, it was a woman. And how exactly did he come to that conclusion? Well, I've got no idea. Still, it kind of looks like a fairy. So, does that mean fairies are real? This trail cam was set to keep watch on a bear trap, but late at midnight, they saw something they weren't expecting at all. Now, you might have to see it very closely and carefully, or let me zoom in for you. A white shadow, or should I say ghost, was actually captured, and according to the owners, this clip is not altered or messed with at all. Buckle up, as an unknown shadow that is intriguing and enigmatic appears. We are perplexed by it because of its short tail, large legs, and fuzzy body. It might be a badger. The disparity in color only heightens the intrigue. Let us know what you guys think about this one in the comments below. Is it really just a badger, or some other undiscovered creature? It was a stormy night, and the trail camera received a lot of rain. The camera's ability to be submerged in water was tested. The apparatus was almost drowned as water dripped down it. Even though this one clip isn't like the other ones in today's list, still, it's no less disturbing or weird. I mean, what's weirder than a trail cam literally drowning? Be prepared for a strange encounter. In this image, a being with a human-like body stands tall, but its head distinguishes it from the rest. It is perfectly still, a mesmerizing sight. What lies behind its unusual appearance? Is it a being from another world? Or maybe a creation of nature's enigmatic design? As we gaze upon this mysterious figure, we are reminded of the vastness of the unknown. In our journey of struggle, we found a bird stuck in the water. A bird becomes entangled in a watery fight. It struggles to escape its underwater cage and resembles an eagle. It makes every effort to liberate itself, but it never succeeds. But the question is, was it just stuck there? Or was it something else? And the mystery unfolds as we see an alligator approaching. But unfortunately, the video did not end as we were all thinking. The gator got hold of the eagle at last. For those who don't know what a jinn is, it's a type of spirit, but an intelligent one as the story goes. So, these men somewhere in the world were out having fun when they thought they saw a pair of creepy eyes from the jungle. So they stopped so they could confirm, and that is when we see this jinn-type creature staring straight towards them with his creepy as hell eyes and a white sheet all over him. This camera was set to ensure the safety of the car, and the camera made sure that no one, not even the ghosts, got past its range without being captured. So, when this ghost was going on its own way, it was recorded by the security camera. However, not everyone believes this story. It's not like they have any other explanation for it, though. This man started recording at first because he thought the house in the dark looked creepy and haunted. What he did not know was that the house was actually haunted, and this was proven when the man recording the house captured a weird creature staring at him from the window. Although the creature disappears in a matter of seconds, it was enough to freak not just the man, but the whole internet out. Call it teleportation or call it aliens living among us, this video is sure to give you the creeps. The man was walking down the street like any normal human being, but as soon as he reached the edge of the camera's frame, he disappeared, just like that, into thin air. While some thought it was a superhuman capable of teleporting himself, others had a strong belief that it was not human at all. In a moment of bravery, a man ventured into a haunted house, unaware of the spine-chilling surprise awaiting him. As he cautiously explored, recording everything on his camera, he stumbled upon a figure lurking in the darkness, its piercing gaze fixated on him. Startled and petrified, this man's video abruptly ended, leaving us to wonder about the true identity of that eerie presence. Could it possibly be an alien in disguise? Once upon a time in Brazil, a guy was just doing his own thing when something bizarre caught his eye on a rooftop. He quickly grabbed his camera and started recording. The footage revealed a strange creature that resembled a gigantic ant, casually hanging out on the roof. Some folks believed it might be an alien, but to me, it just looked like a really huge ant. Who knows what creepy crawlies lurk in the depths of Brazil, right? The creepiest part was that the creature vanished into thin air as soon as the guy spotted it. What was its mysterious purpose? We may never find out. While a group of individuals were out late at night, they unintentionally got lost and found themselves on an eerie road. With no knowledge of their location, they halted their vehicle and scanned their surroundings. It was at that moment when a peculiar, luminous creature emerged from one side and swiftly vanished into the opposite direction. it seemed to be moving on all fours in an unusual manner, making it difficult to perceive it as a human being. Some perceived it as a skinwalker, while others dismissed it as a mere fabrication. However, I'm curious to know your thoughts on the matter. In January 2013, while reviewing the records from a trail camera placed in the woods for several days, an individual made a disturbing discovery. They described it as an extraterrestrial being, although others speculate that it could be a ghost or an unidentified creature. Initially, I considered the possibility that it was simply a misshapen bush or an ordinary animal. However, upon closer examination, the creature's peculiar movements and direct gaze towards the camera indicated that it was certainly not something typical. They are whispered as the night phantoms, the ethereal wanderers. Whisper their names, but be wary, for this eerie spectacle grips the soul. This spectral footage, captured in the year 2011, unveils a sinister sight within the California woods. Two gaunt figures akin to wraiths roam in the shadows. One resembles a ghostly infant, while the other takes the form of a spectral parent. Or perhaps it is the patriarch. Regardless, behold this endearing and tranquil apparition, a ghostly family relishing their nocturnal promenade. May their serenity remain undisturbed. Humans, always curious and drawn to the unusual, tend to explore without limits. But there was one man who took it too far. Rumor has it he heard strange sounds from the eerie woods, so late at night, driven by curiosity, he ventured in. Little did he know, a chilling creature with twisted features watched him, emitting eerie whistles.
What the hell is that? What the hell?
Fear gripped him, urging him to flee without looking back. His insatiable curiosity had unleashed a nameless horror, forever haunting his soul. This footage wasn't recorded at nighttime, but that doesn't mean it's any less creepy. When a man was out in the woods, he happened to hear some weird noises. Curious as we all are, he went to investigate, and this is when he caught this thing looking at him on camera. Was it just a possum? Or was it some otherworldly creature? We couldn't get any answers, but you let us know what you guys think. TikTok users usually end up recording every kind of thing, but what this one caught on camera was as creepy as it was possible to be. According to him, he had set up a camera because he could sense weird things going on around him. And, well, the camera ended up recording this pale, human-like creature with glowing eyes trying to break in from the fence. From what I think, it can sense the camera because of the way he looks straight at it. Two men were out in the outskirts of Montana when they saw a man dressed in trousers and a shirt standing in the woods. They thought it was someone who needed help or something, so they stopped and started calling him out. The man, too, responded.
Just some cruisers, man.
But it wasn't until he started crawling out of the woods in the creepiest way possible that the man realized he wasn't a human. But then, what was it? This video was recently uploaded on the internet and has aroused hundreds of questions in people's minds. A man on his way home saw this creepy thing and started recording. It is pretty difficult to make out what that is from the video, but it looks like some kind of a hybrid animal. However, upon a closer look, I came to realize that it was just a brown hyena carrying a zebra's carcass. So, I guess nothing to worry about here. We really hope that whoever placed this trail cam just accidentally placed it on the set of a zombie movie or show. If not, this is absolutely terrifying to think about. Is it a ghost of someone who was brutally murdered? Is there a real zombie in the woods somewhere, just waiting to infect someone? And who's walking behind it? We don't know if this is an escaped murderer covered in blood, or an eccentric weirdo who's decided to paint himself like a cow and run around the woods at 1:02 in the morning. Is that the famous Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th? Or is it some murderer inspired by the character? This picture was taken in 2014, and the muscular man with a mask on and holding a machete looks like something straight out of a movie, don't you think? But the real question here is that what exactly was the man doing so deep in the woods all alone? This terrifying image is scary in that it could be any number of things. It has a fuzzy outline, making it look like a ghostly figure. The figure also has a drapey look to it, making it possible that it could be a ghost with long hair or a long cape. Some have even speculated that it could be a skinless monster. Hopefully, it's just a regular old person in a hoodie of some sort. In this image, it can be seen that there is not just one of the creatures, but 3. This image also makes it look more so like it's wearing a type of clothing as it stretches between leg to leg. One of the scariest parts is that you can't really get any sort of facial recognition. No one has ever been able to explain what is going on in this photo. The figure in this picture is obviously wearing either a really long coat or a gown. It's also hard to tell if you can make out a face or if it's just the leaves creating a pattern. The figure is rather tall as well, making it extra terrifying thinking about the potential that you could run into this in the woods. This moose may seem like a normal moose, but looking into its eyes, you can see it's much more terrifying. He looks as though he's either possessed or just very, very angry. Either way, this photo reminds us just how much we don't want to run into a moose while walking around alone in the woods at night. This mysterious creature was captured on a trail cam earlier in the day in 2011. It speeds through the forest fast, so it's hard to get a look at it. Many people who have seen the photo speculate that it is, in fact, Bigfoot. Whatever it is, it doesn't seem normal. It also isn't alone, as there are much more speedy beasts throughout today's list. Do deer have some sort of special power to have mysterious figures follow them around? Whatever the reason, deer are commonly spotted with creepy figures. This picture is absolutely chilling. It's not quite clear what exactly the figure is, but it is certain that it doesn't look happy, and we're sure that there is definitely not a normal face in those woods. This mind-blowing trail footage unravels an unexplained creature. It is a black creature with 4 legs and white, shining eyes, which makes it hard to identify it. Just look at the scary eyes of this animal. On top of that, this video was captured in the dark night, with some horror sounds of these wild creatures in the back. With every inch closer to this animal, it gets more horrifying to see. It is very brave of you all for sticking with this. Believe me, some more disturbing shots are yet to come. Have you ever seen a headless chicken? Yes, this is Mike, a headless chicken. It has not only survived a month or two, but has successfully lived up to 18 months. Isn't this spine-chilling? A chicken with no head has lived up to the age of a normal chicken. Told you this is gonna be crazy. Trust me, you'll be thrilled to see 2 bobcats negotiating a date. They see each other from a distance and start yowling. As they approach each other, they look into the eyes with constant growling. Both give awkward poses with rapid tail twitching. The gray cat is the female, and the red one is the male. It seems that the whole scene is directed by a renowned director. Can you believe that this loving video was captured on Valentine's Day? Deer are known for their naughty behavior. We have mischievous footage for you this time. This is a whitetail from early June in full velvet antlers in the Kamloops, British Columbia area. Deer are fast with their tongues, so we had to freeze the frame at the right moment. This deer was using his nose and tongue to pick up a scent on the trail. Amidst a deep, dark night in the forest, our camera caught an unnerving sight. Just look at this photo of greater kudu posing for the camera. Look at the beauty of these graceful animals. Who would not think this scene to be painted? This has been captured by a trail camera. There's a message in the eyes of these wild yet elegant animals, and it seems like they want to convey something. Another delicate balance between peace and horror is this encounter. People set out their tents on the trail side when a bear arrives at the campsite and steals their food. It opens the cooler to find hot dogs. Seeing a bear eating the goods carelessly is a captivating shot, perhaps. However, people fear bears. The campers are fortunate that the bear is busy with food and has not sniffed the humans. We've learned a lesson from this video, that you should never, ever leave your food by your tent. A video of a deer eating a bird in the sunlight has been seen through our trail camera. Now this is something to see, because a deer is mostly associated with grass. But this deer ate the whole bird, even the skeleton too. You'll be mesmerized yet disturbed to experience such a sight. Look at the poised eyes of this deer. Now, just think about the innocent birds. That bird would have never thought that a deer would be his predator. But welcome to wildlife. Enough scary sights for now. Let's see some heartwarming scenes. Watch this amazing crow removing harmful ticks and parasites from a deer's skin in just a few seconds. This is an amazing wildlife video you don't want to miss. The crow is removing the pesticides with astonishing precision and accuracy. This amazing video shows how cool crows are and how they can help us protect our environment. Our camera has captured an intense moment between a bear and a reindeer. Both stand face to face, entangled in confrontation. Just look at these shining eyes of deer. He refuses to be afraid of a predator. While the confidence of deer triggers the predatory instincts of the bear, it's a struggle for survival. You're lucky to witness the beauty and escalation. It is a twist in our journey of disturbing trail footage. This camera has recorded a unique video. Meet our basketball lover, Buck. Isn't this basketball giving a human touch to this animal? Indeed it is. The deer struggles to get rid of the ball, but it seems like the ball has found a home in his antlers. A raccoon and a deer were caught in the middle of a standoff, or rather a stare-off from the looks of it, and things got tense. But if we had to bet money on this fight, we can't help but assume that the deer would win. Just look at its menacing eyes. Wild animals aren't always looking to attack each other for food. Take this photo for instance. You can see a large bear lifting a cub so that it can dig through the garbage bin looking for food. Is this a great example of teamwork, or what? Disturbed beings. If there's one thing humans should have learned by now, it's that deer aren't always as cute as Disney movies make them out to be. A trail camera caught a bunch of deer staring at the device, and judging by the looks on their faces, it's safe to assume they're not too welcoming of the technological device. Not everyone knows that the animal caught on this trail cam is a fisher cat, and for months after the video was uploaded, the animal was considered as unknown and undiscovered. But we're here to tell you that this isn't an unknown animal, and in fact is a species of cat who's not found everywhere. They are not, however, considered felines. Just because of the way they look, they have been termed as fisher cats. Weird, right? Not everyone likes their picture being taken, and it isn't just us humans, but animals don't like it sometimes too. For instance, this huge bear. As the motion-activated camera sensed someone nearby, it started taking pictures with the flash, and the flash part is what the bear did not like at all. Good thing it did not try and destroy the camera, or else it had been impossible to get this clip. What would you do if you wake up one day with someone knocking on your door, and when you check the camera to see who it is, you see this? You would be pretty creeped out, right? Well, these people were too when a creepy clown was knocking at their door, asking them again and again to open it. They didn't open the door, but along with them, we all wondered, was it just a man wearing a clown costume? Or was it something else? Now, this video might look all normal to you at first, but wait till you hear the scream this woman caught on recording.
Oh my god, no.
She was returning from work late at night when she happened to record this video. And needless to say, the scream was so eerie that it made the woman drive away from the spot as soon as she could. To some, it was some ghostly thing trying to lure the woman. However, others said it might just be a bobcat.
Oh my god, no. That.
With each step forward, we inch closer to the edge of nature. Prepare yourself to witness the extraordinary sight captured by a trail camera. A deer with a graceful body has two heads, each with a different expression. How does this two-headed deer navigate its surroundings? Well, that's a mystery yet to be solved. Can you imagine a creature 25 times greater than the size attacking the prey? This is unimaginable to experience. It was a war of survival between a buck and raccoons. The buck tries to threaten the little creatures with a powerful kick like a hammer blow. Such blows lead to injuries and wounds. Just look at the scared faces of the cute little raccoons. The car tire had been hanging around the neck for at least 2 years off the elk. The 4-year-old, 600-pound bull elk was spotted and tranquilized one day, and officers were able to cut off the tire, but they had to cut off the elk's antlers to remove it. They would have preferred to cut the tire and leave the antlers, but had to just get the tire off in any way possible. But don't worry, the antlers grew back in just a few months. In this disturbing trail footage list, get ready for a sight that'll make you smile. Bears are often known for their playful nature, and this can be seen in cartoons too. This is a video of a bear who's dancing in the jungle. Unbothered by the surroundings, the bear dances to the infectious beats of Jungle Boogie. It seems like he's pole dancing with a branch of a tree. Well, anyway, it's a worthy sight to see. This is the most worth-seeing sight when a bald eagle swoops down and hits a bear. The bald eagle was a mother of very young eaglets, and the bear was about to reach the nest. The bald eagle could not control his rage, so he overpowered the bear and attacked him. The bear was shunned for some time. It is never advisable to go near a nest, especially in spring, when baby birds have just hatched. Another hidden encounter happened when a cougar attacked an elk. The video footage of a cougar sneaking in and taking down a calf elk is mind-blowing. This action happened in milliseconds and was outside the trail camera's angle of view. However, later the carcass of a calf was found 15 feet away, straight downhill from where the cougar caught the elk. This was heart-wrenching to see, because the elk was not even disturbing the cougar. The trail camera witnessed another distressing scene, where the mountain lion is burying a bull elk. First, the mountain lion killed the elk and buried him under the mud. The whole process of concealing it is captured by the camera. The mountain lion ate the flesh of the elk and buried away the leftovers. It is one of the rarest videos in which a lion depicts a human-like character. Burying the dead is indeed not a normal habit of a lion. Prepare yourself to see a jaw-dropping clip of a horse wandering around wild wolves. The horse is ignoring the wild wolves around him. He is restlessly rolling in the mud. To our surprise, even the wild wolves are shocked to see the unbothered horse. It seems like the horse has no aim and has come in the company of wild wolves for friendship. Even the wolves are ready for it because they are peacefully staring at the horse. We've brought another amazing adventure of wildlife for you. Just see this black horse grazing peacefully. But this peace is short-lived. Can you see the alligator behind him? The horse attacks the alligator after eye contact for a few seconds. We can hear the sound with horseshoes clash with scaly skin. It is another battle of survival and strength. Another delicate balance between peace and horror is this encounter. People set out their tents on the trail side when a bear arrives at the campsite and steals their food. It opens the cooler to find hot dogs. Seeing a bear eating the goods carelessly is a captivating shot, perhaps. However, people fear bears. The campers are fortunate that the bear is busy with food and has not sniffed the humans. We've learned a lesson from this video, that you should never, ever leave your food by your tent. A video of a deer eating a bird in the sunlight has been seen through our trail camera. Now this is something to see, because a deer is mostly associated with grass. But this deer ate the whole bird, even the skeleton too. You'll be mesmerized yet disturbed to experience such a sight. Look at the poised eyes of this deer. Now, just think about the innocent birds. That bird would have never thought that a deer would be his predator. But welcome to wildlife. Enough scary sights for now. Let's see some heartwarming scenes. Watch this amazing crow removing harmful ticks and parasites from a deer's skin in just a few seconds. This is an amazing wildlife video you don't want to miss. The crow is removing the pesticides with astonishing precision and accuracy. This amazing video shows how cool crows are and how they can help us protect our environment. Our camera has captured an intense moment between a bear and a reindeer. Both stand face to face, entangled in confrontation. Just look at these shining eyes of deer. He refuses to be afraid of a predator. While the confidence of deer triggers the predatory instincts of the bear, it's a struggle for survival. You're lucky to witness the beauty and escalation. It is a twist in our journey of disturbing trail footage. This camera has recorded a unique video. Meet our basketball lover, Buck. Isn't this basketball giving a human touch to this animal? Indeed it is. The deer struggles to get rid of the ball, but it seems like the ball has found a home in his antlers.
There's no way that this raccoon would be able to reach the food without a little help, so he decided to take a ride on the back of this boar. Who knew that raccoons and pigs made such great allies in the animal kingdom? And how exactly do they tell each other what kind of help they need, and then come up with an agreement? On May 21st, security cameras inside a perimeter fence at a zoo captured a strange image. The creature in the picture seemed like a human, but then it looked like a dog too. People said that it could be the famous Dogman, as the chances of a human being there in a zoo is close to zero. Even though the officials tried investigating, the mystery remained unsolved. And this fox might have really made the deer make such a bold move. Usually, deer are peaceful animals, minding their own business. But when the time comes, they can be as fierce as any other animal. And this picture just proves that. This is another case of someone's trail cam unintentionally picking up something that looks like it's coming straight out of the nightmare world. Sure, it may be the hunter decked out in camouflage, sneaking around trying to catch something in stealth mode. Most people think that wild cats are all dangerous and killing machines, but you might change your mind after seeing this picture. But still, there is a chance that the cat is just waiting and deciding which deer to kill first. However, seeing how chill the deer are, we can think otherwise too. Deer often use their antlers for defensive purposes, but sometimes they use them to carry stuff, like this deer who has a ball between his antlers. But whether this was done intentionally or by accident is still unknown. Though, the deer does look like it's enjoying it a lot. Is that Bernie Sanders wearing mittens sitting in a chair? Or is some otherworldly being captured by the trail cam? Because the way it's sitting so calmly with wild cats and what looks like a wolf around him is something not a normal human being can do. don't you think so? Ever wondered what cats do in the middle of the night when their owners are asleep? Well, apparently, they like to meet up with their significant others and have a romantic encounter under the stars. Just ask these two, who are seemingly kissing like teenagers in love. Is that a raccoon? Or maybe some other animal? But that devilish smile and the eyes looking straight into the camera make this picture cutely creepy. We have no idea what was going on in that little being's mind, but it wasn't something good at least. Is that a deer? Or maybe it's two deers. But two deer can't really mix into each other like that, can they? When this picture was uploaded on the internet, the man whose trail cam took it claimed that it was a skinwalker. And the more we look at it, the more we start to agree with him. So this might just be some kid roaming the woods at night for no apparent reason. Maybe he sleptwalked out of his home. But the fact that his eyes are glowing bright makes this one spooky snap. And there's also a chance that this might not be a real kid, but a ghost too. Like ostriches and other long-necked creatures, this bird doesn't scare easily. So when he noticed that something was off, he took a menacing stance and decided that an eye-to-eye confrontation with the camera would let everyone know who's the boss around this neck of the woods. This raccoon was trying to get to the bird feeder above, so he and his friends could have some food. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to get the food, but he did spray the bird seeds around so his hungry buddies could eat. Maybe this act of kindness earned it some points among its kind. Who knows? Most people know who the Grim Reaper is. He's basically death personified. This mythical character is often depicted wearing a cloak and carrying a scythe, which he uses to extract souls. But did this trail camera manage to capture an actual photo of him? It's either that, or a random stranger who decided to dress up and play a prank. Who says that basketball is just for humans? This deer wouldn't mind going one-on-one with Michael Jordan or LeBron James on the basketball court. Unfortunately, it would be a very short game, as this poor deer got the ball stuck in its antlers. They say owls are wise and peaceful, but as you can see on this trail camera footage, they can be fearless predators too. Take this owl, who was about to sink its sharp talons on the back of this poor, unsuspecting deer. The forest can be quite the battlefield, huh? Were these deer just having their dinner? Or were they onto something mysterious? Because the way their eyes are glowing, it looks like they're very angry over their meeting being disturbed. Good thing it was just a camera, because if it was a human there, I don't think that something good could have happened to him. Unusual hunters. Usually, we see hunters posing with their hunts, not living animals. But these two decided to not shoot the buck, as it was very friendly towards them. Being so calm and casually approaching the humans, the animal made them realize that they can just be friends. And this picture is a testament to what an astounding friendship they've developed.
It is very brave of you all for sticking with this. Believe me, some more disturbing shots are yet to come. Have you ever seen a headless chicken? Yes, this is Mike, a headless chicken. It has not only survived a month or two, but has successfully lived up to 18 months. Isn't this spine-chilling? A chicken with no head has lived up to the age of a normal chicken. Told you this is gonna be crazy. A bird with a weird voice and shape is seen on a fence on a farm. People on the farm say that they've never seen such a creature. In the first glimpse, it looks like a monument or an idol on the fence. But as soon as you get closer, you will see it is moving and has a shrill sound. This bird feeds on insects. Aren't these trail footage helping us in seeing strange and unexplored creatures? What do you think? Is this a man or a bear? By its stature, it looks like a bear. It is a strange creature with a black color. But as you investigate the details, you'll notice that it's holding a stick and wearing a cap. These signs make us believe that it is a human. The image sparks curiosity and speculation. You can definitely not miss this one. Have you seen an animal like a bear from the back and goat from the front? Well, if not, then take a look at this muscular mountain ghost. It's like a polar bear because of its bear-like shape and white color, but it has a face of a goat grazing in the wildlife. This contrast between a bear and a goat shows the wonders of nature. We've seen animals fighting with other animals, but let's see a battle of a deer with a plant. This video draws our attention to the deer with a plant stuck in its antlers. The deer tries its best to get rid of this problem, but it seems no success. Isn't it a beautiful scene to see? Look at this remarkable picture. Doesn't it spark curiosity? A bear-like creature stands on a single leg. Its face is indistinct. It remains a mystery with no distinct features. What secrets lie behind its hidden face? We're drawn into the mystery of this enigmatic creature.
I know what the scientists say, that titanoboas have long been extinct. But how exactly do we explain this video? It's not edited, and the size of that thing isn't of a regular snake. It definitely was way bigger than any other. So if not a titanoboa, then what was it? If you ask me, I would say that these snakes are just as real as all of us. They just prefer to stay hidden rather than coming out. A fisherman was on his usual routine catching fish, throwing nets and all, and that is when he noticed something quite unusual lurking in the water. He took his camera out and started recording, and this is what the mystery creature was. A dark creature swimming near the coast of southeastern North Carolina. Was it an alligator, or maybe a whale? Or was it the infamous Loch Ness Monster? The identity of the being has remained unknown ever since. A few years back, a video surfaced on the internet that left everyone astounded. It wasn't just limited to social media buzz. Even the mainstream media couldn't stop discussing it. The footage featured a man from Siberia capturing a peculiar alien-like creature. While some people were inclined to believe its authenticity, others remained skeptical. However, upon observing the video, it appears unaltered, raising the possibility that this extraterrestrial being might have perished while attempting to seek warmth, presumably unaccustomed to Earth's freezing temperatures. A peculiar and minuscule creature resembling an extraterrestrial was discovered on a Sydney street. Its appearance bore a resemblance to a blend of a squid and an octopus. However, given its considerable distance from water, its presence there left everyone puzzled. Some speculate that it might be an embryo of a mysterious organism, yet the enigma of how it arrived in that location remains unanswered. The camera pans to a bizarre creature shrouded in darkness. Its sinewy body is adorned with countless writhing tentacles, resembling a nightmarish tangle of spaghetti. Oceanographers, trembling with excitement, identify it as the elusive Bathyphysa conifera, a name that fails to capture its eerie essence. This flying spaghetti monster drifts through the water, a haunting presence that challenges our understanding of marine life and leaves us with more questions than answers. In a chilling video gaining momentum online, a peculiar sight has emerged, captivating netizens worldwide. It reveals an otherworldly entity, seemingly an alien, adorned with a human-like countenance. The footage, although dated, resurfaces with an alarming twist. Rumors spread that a perilous creature has fled Gujarat, wreaking havoc upon Rajasthan's unsuspecting farmers. The online realm buzzes with anxious deliberation, urging vigilance among agricultural communities. Recently, on Papamoa Beach, an enigmatic video emerged. Reports suggest the unveiling of unusual sea creatures resembling something alien. But fear not, for the mystery is solved. Experts now believe these beings to be gooseneck barnacles, nature's deceptive tricksters, weaving an eerie tapestry along the shores. This is the most worth-seeing sight when a bald eagle swoops down and hits a bear. The bald eagle was a mother of very young eaglets, and the bear was about to reach the nest. The bald eagle could not control his rage, so he overpowered the bear and attacked him. The bear was shunned for some time. It is never advisable to go near a nest, especially in spring, when baby birds have just hatched. Another hidden encounter happened when a cougar attacked an elk. The video footage of a cougar sneaking in and taking down a calf elk is mind-blowing. This action happened in milliseconds and was outside the trail camera's angle of view. However, later the carcass of a calf was found 15 feet away, straight downhill from where the cougar caught the elk. This was heart-wrenching to see, because the elk was not even disturbing the cougar. The trail camera witnessed another distressing scene, where the mountain lion is burying a bull elk. First, the mountain lion killed the elk and buried him under the mud. The whole process of concealing it is captured by the camera. The mountain lion ate the flesh of the elk and buried away the leftovers. It is one of the rarest videos in which a lion depicts a human-like character. Burying the dead is indeed not a normal habit of a lion. And here, we see a deer running away from some scary and unusual creature. It does not look like a normal animal you see in the wild. But then, what was it? A skinwalker? So that means they really are just lurking in the deepest and darkest regions, where humans can't find them easily, right? This image went viral on the internet a few years back. When the people saw it, they were all worried about the little girl wandering alone in the wild. And when the identity of the girl couldn't be verified as well, it all became an eerie mystery. However, some months after, the police came to know that the girl was actually visiting the area and was out with her grandpa, who the trail cam failed to capture. This picture is one of the clearest on the list, which isn't necessarily a good thing. We can easily make out from this picture that this is either a creature wearing a nightgown or an old woman walking around outside alone at night in her pajamas. Either way, it isn't good and is rather unsettling for anyone planning on traveling in the woods anytime soon. For those of you who think bears walking is something normal, wait till you see this one. This bear sparked a mystery in the whole of New Jersey when it was always seen walking upright. It is not something bears usually do, so some people were quick to say that it wasn't a bear, but something else. But then, after careful investigation of the matter, it was revealed that the bear had his front paw injured, and this was why it couldn't walk normally. This deer was captured by a trail cam which a man placed because there were rumors about a skinwalker in the shape of a deer being seen by locals. But as the camera caught the deer, everything became clear. It wasn't a skinwalker, but just a poor deer with a weird mutation that happened to it. There's no way to know for sure if this is the infamous and elusive Bigfoot monster, but it certainly looks a lot like him. Then again, it could just be a human in a Bigfoot costume taking a walk in the middle of the woods. But with trail cameras being placed in the deepest areas, and this picture taken very late at night, anything can be possible. This photo was taken in Big Spring, Texas. At first glance, you might think this is just a normal picture capturing some wildlife, but unfortunately, it is not. There is something much more frightening that appeared. Once you notice the little girl all alone and the deer staring suspiciously at her, you'll get chills down your spine. Was it really a creature, or just some animal caught by the trail camera from a weird angle?
Well, whatever it was, it gave every single person online chills when it was first posted. Some thought it was real, while others just dismissed it by saying it was fake. But let us tell you, it is a real picture. But of what? That we cannot say for sure. Not tired in the sense it needed rest, but tired in the sense that it was fed up with humans gathering around it like it was some sort of circus animal. So the gorilla did what a gorilla should do. It dragged the guide from his foot to a little distance just to show him and everyone else what the gorilla was capable of, and to stop testing his and his family's patience. I guess the guide never forgot what happened that day. We really hope that whoever placed this trail cam just accidentally placed it on the set of a zombie movie or show. If not, this is absolutely terrifying to think about. Is it a ghost of someone who was brutally murdered? Is there a real zombie in the woods somewhere just waiting to infect someone? And who's walking behind it? We don't know if this is an escaped murderer covered in blood or an eccentric weirdo who's decided to paint himself like a cow and run around the woods at 1:02 in the morning. Is that the famous Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th? Or is it some murderer inspired by the character? This picture was taken in 2014, and the muscular man with a mask on and holding a machete looks like something straight out of a movie, don't you think? But the real question here is that what exactly was the man doing so deep in the woods all alone? And here we see a deer running away from some scary and unusual creature. It does not look like a normal animal you see in the wild. But then, what was it? A skinwalker? So that means they really are just lurking in the deepest and darkest regions, where humans can't find them easily, right? This image went viral on the internet a few years back. When the people saw it, they were all worried about the little girl wandering alone in the wild. And when the identity of the girl couldn't be verified as well, it all became an eerie mystery. However, some months after, the police came to know that the girl was actually visiting the area and was out with her grandpa, who the trail cam failed to capture. This picture is one of the clearest on the list, which isn't necessarily a good thing. We can easily make out from this picture that this is either a creature wearing a nightgown or an old woman walking around outside alone at night in her pajamas. Either way, it isn't good and is rather unsettling for anyone planning on traveling in the woods anytime soon. Thank you for watching the video till the end.